All right, good morning, everybody. If you can hear me and if the mic sounds good, hit that number one, please. Once again, have the fan blowing on me, so hopefully it's okay because it is going to be a hot, toasty week here. So I'm going to need the fan on, or else I might just pass out on live stream. To which some of you are going to say that would be fantastic, Clay. That would be fantastic. Trucking, NetNob, HR, Z3, Hoover, good. Wouldn't mind a couple more ones just to make sure, but I guess I got my 5 ones, which is always what I like to go with, the 5 ones. But yeah, good. Well, very quickly for all of you, hey James, that watched in the archive, thank you very much. But to just be very upfront and transparent, if you're gonna have something to continue watching the archive, then gotta help support the stream, as this is totally viewer supported code Clay, which is case sensitive, so it's got to be all caps. I recommend, I love Take Profit Trader, but wherever you're at in your journey, if you use any of these prop firms here, then all caps code Clay is a way to, whatever their promotions are, we'll give you the promotion, and you're also helping to support the stream. For all of you that are here live right now that have used code Clay, you are the reason why I show up every morning, and you are the reason why this will be ad-free on the live stream itself. So I thank you all very much, and even just considering, even if you're just considering it, still I thank you even for the consideration. All right. Well, good morning officially, everybody. It is Monday, July 13th. The year is 2026. And more drama, more candles. We had another Trump candle. Was that Friday? Friday we had one too, right? Yeah. Was it Thursday or Friday? But here was the Trump candle here. The tweet came out, and that was, basically another 150 point move right there. So one of those situations where if that cooked you up, in your journal, you should just write down wrong place, wrong time. Thankfully, I was in a prop account. I would say the one learning lesson, if you were not in a prop account and you just got absolutely kicked in the face, then maybe that would be the learning lesson should be just to consider using a prop account, because things like that I think is just would scare me to death to be trading futures with my own funds and then have something like that happen, because man, something like that can sure wipe away a lot of progress just like that. But yeah, so overall though, there no need for an 11 a.m. talk. Today's been going fine. Did some trading last night, although it actually was pretty nice action. I originally sat down. I'm like, okay, I'd like to see how things open up with all the drama that occurred over the weekend. And to be fair, the pattern is broken. Usually the joke has been, and it's a joke kind of because everyone can relate. Okay. Yep. Nope. We're talking now. Deal. We're talking. Okay. Futures market is about to open up. Yeah. Well, no, we're talking with Iran. Yep. But nope, this time it was like, no, we're still bombing them. We're still at it. So that actually was different. So I was very curious to see how it would open up last night at 6 p.m. Eastern. For those of you that are maybe new, we're doing futures, and futures open up. They closed down Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, and then they open back up Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. So I was very curious. I thought I would probably just sit kind of back and watch a little bit to see all the drama, but it actually wasn't that crazy. So made a couple of trades last night and then some more this morning, but yeah, nothing too crazy. Hey, good morning, Matt. Morning, Moth. Hey, Greg, good morning. That candle stopped me, but I re-entered on the same setup and ended green. So Christy, maybe. I'm just guessing, but that sounds like the candle stopped me. I got very upset, went on tilt, but then I re-entered on that same setup, on the same candle, and then got my money back. So I'm glad. That sounds like your revenge trade worked out. Hey, Paige, good to see you. Morning, Kevin. Hey, Brad. Yeah, hopefully you're all off to. I don't think anything too crazy happened this morning. I suppose that maybe tricks some people. Big hammer candle, but also to be fair, I mean, this was at the opening gates where it should be kind of well known that anything can kind of happen. So I don't want to say that it was totally crazy to see a hammer candle get wiped out like that. But overall, like I said, I mean, that's just I mean, that move right there. Granted, this is all hindsight analysis. I'm trying to be as fair as possible, but that right there was, now, obviously, that was also the Trump candle, but to see it roll over at these resistance levels, the intensity of the rollover, obviously, nobody saw coming, but that was a one move right there where, again, I'm not trying to rub salt in the wounds, but I just don't quite see why you would be long right here. Given, the 50, you have all these upper shadows. You had just had this kind of candle form right there. Oh, hey, buddy. You scared me. What happened? You got an owie. Are you okay? What happened? Oh, yeah? You want me to kiss it to make it better? Yeah, buddy. Does it feel better now? It does? Good, good. Okay, where's everybody else? Where's Faye and Jet at, or Trip at? They're downstairs?
And we want the sides.
Okay, well, I'm here. I'll be right back. Okay, let's go find where they're at. Hey, Faye? Trip? Faye? Hey, listen to Faye, okay? Sorry. My my two oldest are doing like a day camp, like a survival kind of outdoor camp, which sounds really cool, but it's a ways away. So my wife is gone right now, just transporting them to their location. So the two middle, Faye and Trip, were supposed to be keeping an eye on Jet, but they got too involved in their Legos. They were working on Legos down in the basement. So Jet made his way all the way up from the basement to the middle floor to here, and kind of scared me. That was kind of a ninja. Does the MES price action look messy to anybody else? I'm sure it looks messy to some because there are so many strategies out there. So there's always price action that is messy to somebody. You could look at a price action and think it's the most beautiful price action ever, but yeah, I'm sure to somebody else it looks messy. So yes, I would assume that it does look messy to some people. You've been following the stolen Lego store? No, I have no idea what you're even talking about. Hey, good morning, Joseph. Hey, Mike, thank you. Ain't real trading day until live streaming starts with Clay. I appreciate that, Mike. I like the name Jet. Reminds me of a pro dirt bike. Yeah, that just came from, so our name Trip. We've named, like a lot of our daughters came from like family members or stuff like that. Same with our boys, like middle names. But yeah, so for Trip, when we're searching for a boy's name, I just Googled cowboy names. So that's where both Jet and Trip came from, cowboy names. So if you're struggling, to try to figure out a name for a kid, I don't know. I think cowboy names is a good place to start. All right. Let's see. I gotta rearrange after the surprise from after the surprise visit. So let's see. What do we try? Okay, so up here I would definitely say we have a resistance area. Pink line is a 200 SMA. You can see it was providing issues there, more issues. So any sort of move back up that pink line again, 200 SMA looks like is kind of the key battleground right now. And then if you combine that over here, oh, ducks. Okay, yeah. Then you combine that over here on the 5-minute. You have the VWAP. You have the purple line up there. So yeah, quite a bit of congestion right around that area. So that's remains kind of the key battleground. But as we drop now, where could potential supports be? Yeah, might be interested. Potentially maybe along, maybe kind of sort of right around there. Hey, good morning, Varil. Yeah, kind of neat. That would be a good first step there, Brad. Hey, good morning, BMR Junkie. How was everybody's weekend, so? Went to a rodeo last night. First rodeo I've been to, I don't think ever, but first rodeo I've been to that I can vividly remember. Because before that, I'm like, I think I've been to one, but it was like most like a vagueness. But yeah, so bull riders and those are crazy people. Tough as nails, but holy smokes. My pivots are missing, thank you. But yeah, what did you guys all do this weekend? Went to so our county fair right now is going on in Iowa. So just took the kids over on Saturday, walked around, looked at the animals, all that sort of stuff. They played on the inflatable stuff and good time. Paid $6 for 12 mini donuts that were gone. I really should have made a story about it. Like it would have made a funny Instagram story about how when you have, because I had the 5 kids with me. My wife stayed back with her youngest, but $6. The quickness that $6 disappeared was astonishing. I mean, we sat it down. I was like, all right, everybody gets 2. Man, they were gone, and then my wife got one, and then our youngest got one when we got home. But man, those 10 donuts, never seen it. I mean, it was just poof, gone like that. I thought, all right, we'll sit down, we'll have like a just little. Nope. It lasted for about 20 seconds, and then we were ready to keep on moving. Hey, Kevin. But yeah, so it was a good weekend. All right, again, looking for potentially a short up around this area, but want to see the price get closer to that general area. And then nobody wants to tell me what they did. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Nobody wants. You guys just all had boring weekends. Nobody did anything. Were your weekends really that bad? I find it hard to believe any of you had a bad weekend because I hang out with the coolest of the cool. You were the cream of the crop when it comes to cool people on the internet. So there's no way that none of you did anything cool this weekend. I refuse to believe it. Like if there was a cool chat on YouTube, and I'm not even talking about in the trading space, just a cool chat on YouTube, this would be it. Went to Jersey Shore. Boring week. Oh no, Matt, I don't believe that. Hey, Trader Alex. Went to a place called Rooftop Cinema. So I assume you saw a movie. I was at ticker symbol job. Okay, I can applaud that. Kind of nothing happened. Drink too much Crown Blackberry at the casino. Oh boy. Great weekend. Nicest, sunniest. Yeah, it was, I guess we got a little rain on Friday, but after that, beautiful. Hey, eating some sushi. Can't go wrong there. Well, I guess you could go wrong if it went bad. And I say that because I know one of you are going to be like, well, technically, Clay, if it was spoiled sushi, it would have gone bad. Okay, yes, you're right in that situation. I worked on a furnace all last week. Yeah, it's been hot. So, and it's supposed to get hot here again. I don't know. I don't know if it's just a Midwest thing or not, but once again here in Midwest Iowa, it's supposed to get pretty toasty. Okay, maybe a short here. Okay. Oh, why are you blinking? I am short. Come on. All right, I'll just take the. Okay. Let me F5 it real quick. F5, refresh. So if you've ever had the blinking blue line, If you're on the web browser, just refresh, and then if you're on the desktop, if you just click F5, it'll refresh like it just did. Oh, there. Okay, here we go. Maybe another trade. Oh, what is that, Duck Soul? Okay, we got a Duck Soul trade. 732. 732. We're 732 right here. Ooh, that was kind of delayed. No, not buy, not buy, not buy. No, crap. I did not want to buy there. Oh, boy. All right, out for, I don't even know if that was a gain or a loss. Clicked the wrong button. Did not want to buy. I was looking to short. Did not want to buy. Okay, maybe another short here. Okay, so on the 5-minute over here, we are now actually a little bit above the 200 SMA, so is this like a fake break? It's kind of question mark. 2-minute though here, looking pretty strong. Check on your SPCX people. Is it dropping even more? I can't look at it right now. Don't sit on. Yeah. Now we realize that too. There's this one Bronco. I think that's the term. But man, it was irritated. So it literally kept like running, like banging up against the. So the announcer had to be like, "Reminder, parents, get your kids away from the." I was like, "Yeah, no kidding. Goodness, I didn't even think about that though." Yeah, if they spin like pee and yeah, I didn't. We were back a little bit, but. I just found it funny how like the bull rider, the Bronco rider, they'll get knocked off, and then they could be limping. You can tell they're hurting, and then they just there's a gate they walk out of, and I'd watch them, and like they would just deal with it on their own. Like there was no like medical thing. Like all right, let's get you checked out. It's like nope, no, head on over there. So yeah, it was interesting. And now our garage smells like beer because my kids, a couple of them, they're kind of side hustlers because here in Iowa you get 5 cents for a can. So they're like, "Oh, Dad, can we go collect cans?" So I'm like, "All right." So I found them a box. I'm like, "Just pour it out, pour it out." But yeah, so we got quite the variety. In fact, I will admit, I was digging through trash cans. Not like my feet up in the air, as long as my arms could reach. I was digging through some trash to pull out some cans. So proof this guy sucks at trading. Look at what he does over the weekend. He's digging for cans. It's true. It's true. I'm caught. I'm glad nobody was there at the camera. Could have put me on blast. Here's proof. Clay trader digging through the trash looking for cans. Hey man, that's right. I gotta feed the kids somehow. Yeah, that's true, Greg. I don't know if we find anyone like that of them like that, but yeah, it's certainly one of those things where I'm all for it right now because I support my kids in the I support the spirit of it all, right? Hey, we've noticed a situation. We've noticed that something is worth 5 cents, and this thing that is worth 5 cents is all over the place. So like that's like money. So I appreciate them. They've located an opportunity in their minds. In their minds, an opportunity. Now, once they get older and we start to run calculations on fuel cost and stuff like that, they'll probably notice that it's not quite that sort of opportunity in the terms of best use of time. But you know what? We'll cross that learning lesson when they get a little bit older. But here, I just appreciate there's a spirit of recognizing an opportunity. So they're trying to, And not only recognizing the opportunity, but being willing to roll up their sleeves to take advantage of the opportunity. So I figure right now we'll foster that spirit before we dig more into the math of it all. Fast scalp at 700. I don't know about that. That is very watchable. Oh, I forgot about that one, Todd. Yeah, I don't even remember how that one goes, but I do remember vaguely there was an episode that revolved around that. Have you seen the stupid tourist? Yes, I have. I don't know if I'd call him stupid though, because to be fair to him, they saw the okay. Well, I don't know the full context. So the context I saw was there was a bison, and then there was somebody that I'd consider pretty far off. So far off to the point where the guy needed to use binoculars. And then all of a sudden, the bull went to seek him out. Now, if that tourist was inside of an enclosure that let me put it this way: if that tourist was somewhere where he wasn't supposed to be, fine. But yeah, I felt bad for the guy because as far as I could tell, he was far away, and then the bison just ran at him. But yes, I did see it, and that's animal strength, right? It's crazy. With simply its neck. So he probably weighed, what, a bare minimum 200 pounds? Like, ask a human to hang something 200 pounds on their head and then fling it that far up. One could only be paying the others to do the work. Yeah, maybe that'll be the next labor, yeah. The next phase of this is, all right, well, let's see, could you pay somebody else? But I think that might actually work against them. Like, okay, well, you're going to have to pay them like $1, but I don't know if they're going to work for $1 when they could probably just, so yeah. It all can turn into a good life lesson. Hey, JP, good morning, Timbo. My son was sweeping the floor yesterday. We're just cleaning up the kitchen. And just because I'm a goofball. Maybe you guys know I'm a goofball. I don't know. Maybe you've realized that, but my son, Trip, was sweeping the floor. So I was like, hey, man, you think you want to go to college someday to become a professional sweeper or a professional sweeper? No. I think I want to. I'm like, oh, what do you want to do? I think I want to be an entrepreneur. I was like, that just warmed my little heart. But then I was like, well, you don't have to go to college to be an entrepreneur. No, yeah. I'm like, yeah, your can thing. So good. Now that changes all the time. Next week, he'll probably want to be like a professional rock collector, but that's okay. Not supposed to. There's reason the bison. Right. Okay. See, with that context, and yes, I'll. Sounds like more if he got what he deserved then. Yes. If the policy is, hey, stay in your car, and then this guy got out of his car, and I would assume his justification mechanism was, I'm far enough away. But it sounds like the learning lesson for him was like, no, bozo. We tell you to stay in your car for a reason. And that is wise. Okay, yeah, sounds like he was starting to err on the side of not being smart. I thought he was going to take over the baboon farm. That takes many years of training. My kid was cracking up hardcore on that bison dude. He loves physical comedy. So, yeah. Have you ever thought about, same with, well, not with the bison, but like the more so my kids and wife, they're kind of on the America's Funniest Video thing. You know, they're on that, like that's where their algorithm is right now. So if they're watching a YouTube video, you know, on Friday night or whenever when we do that, and it doesn't matter. Point is, if you actually think about that, it's so sadistic. Like, and I'm like, a guy gets hit in the balls. I laugh. Of course, I'm like, oh, first before I laugh. But like, what's up with humans laughing at other humans getting hurt? It's so sadistic. America's Funniest Video. Now, granted, some of them are not always people slipping on ice and getting hurt. But a lot of them are like, we're laughing at somebody else's pain and injury. I don't get that. Like, what? I don't know if this has been studied out in science or what, but like, why do humans tend to, and some of them, like you can tell like that was an old person, because of course the video cuts off. It's like that person probably just, I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, America's Funniest Videos is still going too. All of them now are like Ring cameras and stuff like that, but it's kind of okay. Here we go. Maybe along here as we approach the. I don't know. Is this the backside of a move? I hope not. If it is, I'm about to have a losing trade. All right, let's see. I am long. See if we can get a bounce up off of the 21 EMA. Already had the one bounce there, bounces again. So we'll see if this can find some strength. Put a couple of targets out there just in case there's some like fast little jolt up there. Uh-oh, I just looked at the P&L, folks. Not gonna lie, just looked at the P&L. Wow, I could be up $100. Oh boy. Oh boy, I screwed myself. Oh, I want that $100 bill. I want that $100 bill. That's why you can't do it. That's okay. That's why I can't do it. The world does not revolve around me. But that's why I cannot look at the P&L. Because I glanced down there and I was like, wait, I only have 5 MNQ. I'm already up $60, $80, 9. Oh, okay. Oh man, $100 and only 5 MNQ. That'd be juicy. And look at that. Look how much I left on the table now. I hope this thing goes to the moon. Just to punch me in the face as a reminder to not be a P&L trader. But man, sucker me in like a tractor beam. So yes, as when I'm in a trade, I do my very best not to look at these numbers fluctuating around. It plays way too many mind games with me, including right there where I see the green. I'm like, oh really? Oh, $100 bill would be nice. But yeah. What indicator do I use? My primary indicator is price action via candlesticks. But I also use some moving averages, some trend lines, like the VWAP. But yeah, my main indicator, if I were to be forced to say that, would be price action in the form of candlesticks. Hey, Skinzo. Do I try another long? That is the question. So I guess right now P&L trading wasn't terrible. Although I would have gotten those first 2 targets. Purple line right here is a 50 SMA. Yellow line is the VWAP. All right. Hey, Sean. Good to see you. Yeah, happy Monday to you too. I'm not going to buy this one. The 5-minute is starting to weird me out a little bit. If anything, maybe a short. But the short, I don't think... It's not really a strong enough short for me yet. However, it is strong. So it's not strong enough for me to want to get short, but it is strong enough for me to be a little scared of going long, if that makes sense. I would say this is pink. But yeah, the pink line is a 200 SMA. Now, let's see if this pulls back some more. So, housing update, because I know some of you are always wondering, hey, Clay, how's the house coming? I think insulation, from what I'm understanding, insulation guy is over there right now, so we're getting an insulation. Roof should start at some point. I believe the chimney is starting to be worked on. So, yeah, things are happening. And looking at the weather, we should have a nice clean streak for weather. Bought a dehumidifier last week and got that plugged in on Saturday because the basement is just still, it's got wet, it's damp, it's you know, like a basement, especially a new construction basement. But so got the dehumidifier running over there. All right. Is it a sell right now? I don't know. What does your strategy say it is? Hardik. I cannot see. For me to answer that question, brother, would have to assume that I am arrogant enough to think that I know your strategy better than you know your own strategy. But I'm not that arrogant, so I'm not gonna assume that I know your strategy better than you yourself. So best I can do is just ask you the question. Well, what does your strategy tell you? Does your strategy tell you that it's a sell right now? In 1,000 drawdown on my funded account. Market seems to be on the lower side. Yeah, fair enough. If that is what your analysis and strategy is suggesting, then more power to you. This market, yeah, I've been there, Grant, where the market just does not really jive too well with your strategy. Yellow is the VWAP. Why is it that color? What? My trend lines have always been yellow. Did I hit something maybe accidentally? What in the world? When did that happen? There we go. Huh. Well, that was kind of weird. I don't remember. Maybe I misclicked at some point. I don't remember changing the color of my tread lines from their default. There we go. Back to yellow. Okay. Can we get back on track? Yeah, today's been, like I said, there was no need for any sort of we need to talk type thing at 11 a.m. Eastern. So far, so good for me. Last Monday, not so good. Then Tuesday rolled around. Oh, you're welcome, Tom. Okay, we'll look for a short at the red line. Stop is the green line. There we go. Again, looking for a short at the red line. Stop is the green line. That's right, Kevin. Are you in the game yet, or what are you doing, Kevin? What kind of life choices are you doing? Did you have your prop account yet, Kevin, or what are we doing with our life? What are we doing with our life, Kevin? We need to have a Kevin chat real quick. Okay, if that red line turns green, I'm in. You have the prop account. Very good. Fantastic, Kevin. When did you do that? Was that last week? Hey, Blossom's here. Good to see you, Blossom. Realization hindsight doesn't exist because if I in the thousands. Yeah, there is a little bit of what's that word? Paradox when it comes to that stuff. Because you're right. If everybody knew what was going to happen, well, then everybody would behave in a way to take advantage of that thing. But if everybody behaved in that way, then that thing would not have happened. So yes, hindsight is time traveling, right? And that's the problems that create. Those are the paradoxes that time travel creates, right? So I agree. You got very I don't know, John, how if you were, sniffing pain or what, John? Would that put you down in this deep philosophical thought process of time travel and hindsight and all that sort of stuff? But I agree. You have identified a paradox of hindsight itself. Oh, you got it Saturday. Take profit trader? I went for a walk today. You were in a short today. Very good, Kevin. I can't find Ben and Jerry ticker symbol. Are they publicly traded? I don't think they are. They might just be a brand under a broader. Well, wait, Mitski. Okay, you're probably not being serious. Never mind. I didn't see the name. Just staring at charts for hours. Yeah, John. No, it is. It's true. It's a paradox. Now, granted, if only you had hindsight, then you wouldn't affect anything. But you're right. Like if multiple people had hindsight, then the things that they would then try to take advantage of wouldn't actually happen though, because they're behaving in a way different way. Like in time travel, can you travel back in time and then like kill your mother, for example? No, Tom. I used to day trade. Yeah, you're right. I used to day trade options and stocks. Day trading options, day trading stocks is garbage compared to what I'm doing right now. Mathematically provable garbage. It is way more efficient to day trade futures through a prop firm. I can't improve impulsive trading. How do I fix that? Well, I mean, I don't know, Zealot. With I don't know anything about your situation. So it's hard for me to say with any degree of value without knowing a whole lot more. My opinion on Alpha right now is, and I'm gonna delete this out. Is this right here? The blank spot right there. Yeah, Alpha, they gone. They gone. After what happened over the weekend, not a good look. Not a good look. Not a good sign. Not a good look. So yeah, there's my thoughts right there. They gone. Did anybody here Did anybody here have accounts with Alpha that they deleted or not? I guess yeah, you could say deleted the payout. Probably not. Not a lot of people. Like I said, very few of you ever. Well, let me put it this way: very few of you ever use my code with Alpha. Yeah. Blue Sky is giving a big discount to the. Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, I am. I do my best to track things, but several people asked for Alpha. This was a long time ago, several months ago, and I saw it. I'm like, okay, yeah. I mean, and I saw plenty of people getting payouts and stuff like that. But yeah, it can happen. Oh, good choice, Josh. What's your ping, Clay? I don't know. I don't know what my ping is. That seems so random. Why is somebody asking for my ping? You'd have to create a new reality in order to time travel because even observing something changes it. Yeah, I mean it's a paradox. Yeah, exactly. Time travel is filled with paradoxes, which is why anytime time travel happens in any like show or movie, like you're gonna find issues like, wait a second. That's true. Yeah. What about the Pong? Yeah, Paige. Paige. I just deleted your one message out just because I don't even know who that is. That doesn't mean that therefore they're bad. I'm just saying I don't even know who you mentioned is. So I don't want to risk sending people off to who knows who. Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, they've reached out to me keeping the West wild. But I don't know. I don't know. I didn't want to see a little bit more of a track record, but I will note it, especially coming from you. Mental note made. Nah, you're fine, Paige. I know you meant nothing bad by it, so you're good. Good morning from the Sierra Nevadas. Those are different. Yeah, they're yeah. I was gonna ask, are they different than the Rockies? Well, yeah, they're not. They're called the Sierra Nevadas, but they're near the Rockies, right? I used the code with TPT during. Nice, John. Good job. Oh, they're in California. Yeah, arbitrary. I'm not sure what it would technically be a good internet speed. Yeah, same. But yeah, I have been I've watched them a little bit, but aren't they based out of like Middle East somewhere? Same with Alpha Futures. Where are they based out of? Weren't they? I don't think they were even based out of America. Not that, to be clear, not that if something is based out of America, you can't have issues with them. I'm just saying. Funding Ticks was what, out of like Dubai or something like that? Funding Ticks, they gone. Oh, they were UK based? Okay. Was it Dubai maybe? Yeah. It's just hard. The new prop firms sketch me out just because in order to really kind of make a name for yourself, you have to offer something different. And I think the industry is getting so fine tuned because all the prop firm industry is, it's like the insurance industry, right? Insurance industry is just math. It is one massive math equation. Same with prop firms. And I think the math formulas are getting pretty nailed down to like, okay, if we change this variable, it's going to potentially do this, that. Like people are getting the mathematical equations pinned down to what is going to be sustainable and works. But when somebody new shows up and they got to stand out, they're going to use a math formula that, yeah, is good for a while for the consumer, but is it ever going to be sustainable for them? I don't think so. Because at the end of the day, math is just math. And yeah, I know they probably have their theories. Well, yeah, this math formula looks really bad here, but if we can generate enough business, then the math formula should work. And that's fair. That's true. But then it's like, yeah, but can you continue to generate enough bit? So it's messy. It's messy. It's just the insurance industry. Okay, Ramu. Again, like I just told the one dude, please don't mention people or things or whatever, just because I don't know who that is, unless I ask. I know. Again, I don't know. I know you meant nothing bad by it, but oh, that's right. What happened with the World Cup? I think I saw Norway lost, which is sad. No more Viking row, which is sad. So I think at this point, I'm pretty sure I officially no longer care at all. I cared a little bit because I was kind of going for Norway, but like now with them out, I literally don't care. Can V just make a meme coin? Yeah, I think anybody can make a meme coin. Like meme coins are just the new penny stock, right? It's just pump and dumps. Do we not like cheap margin brokers anymore? I played with the idea of blowing through and getting a margin. No, I don't think the math makes any sense, Paige, to risk your own funds. I mean, to use your own funds, you're not going to generate anywhere close to the ROIs that you can generate with a prop firm. Not want to support England? I mean, no. No. Anyone else have the hopes the memes end now? What kind of, I mean, memes are not ending. I think you, though, John, I think you probably mean a specific type of meme. On another note, went over the weekend, just kind of, I was looking for somebody's name in the ban list. Niles was his name. Because I've seen him around, and he actually seems like a fine person, but I don't remember why he was banned. But anyways, I was looking for this Niles name in the list of people, and maybe I never banned him. I don't know. Maybe it was a timeout and he never came back. Regardless, I was just kind of clicking. I'm like, all right, we'll give them another try, another try. So we'll see. I unbanned probably like 30 people over the weekend. Do any of them ever show up? I don't know. Maybe they're already here because they've just created new names. I don't know. But yeah, so who knows? This week might get spicy. We might get some people back that have been here before. I did unban somebody's name of Barbara too. I don't know if it's the Barbara that some of you are thinking of, because I don't know if I ever banned that Barbara. But there was a Barbara that was banned. So I unbanned. So yeah, we'll see what happens. And then Dean, some of you might recognize Dean, but like he commented on the YouTube videos, and it was like my memory is very weird. I'm like, oh, I recognize that name from like just talking trash over time. Nothing consistent, but like just one of those people that will drop by and like make a comment that's totally out of left field. There's no basis behind it, and then they'll just like disappear again. And I'm like, I totally recognize that avatar. That's Dean. So I was like, wait a second. So now it matches that much up of, because he's kind of been confusing on the stream with how he acts. But now all the pieces are coming together. So yeah. So I don't know. It was a weird weekend. Just kind of had a couple little revelations. There's what I'm looking for. That's right, Johnny. I got to be careful, I guess. I know I've made your temper get high. I can 100% promise you have never once made my temper get high. Now, do I maybe have I maybe embellished at a moment in time? I'm not gonna confirm or deny. All I'll do is throw a little breadcrumb, bottom right hand corner. I am not. I'm not into Pokemon. Maybe I should be. It seems like that stuff actually might have some like investable potential, but I have not. Amarius, did you change your name? See that now that'll raise my temper, because I get to know people through avatars. That's like my primary way to get to know somebody, is I look at their avatar, and the way my mind works is kind of weird. But Amarius, you changed your avatar, didn't you? So right now we're just once again chopping around. Yeah, see, I can tell. So Amarius is now he's right on the edge of getting banned for changing that avatar. A disgusting move on his part. Hey, good morning, Nero. Disgusting. Breaks my heart. Kick to the loins. Maybe a break to the downside. We're in a rising wedge. Are we in a rising wedge? Is that the rising wedge you're saying? Yeah, I don't think I see a rising wedge. Yeah, I think I'd have to get kind of loosey-goosey with my tread lines to get a rising wedge, James. I'm not saying there's not one, but for me, either I'm not seeing it or I'm not willing to draw the type of tread lines required to get the rising wedge. If anything, right now I was thinking like we seem to have some sort of like ascending triangle right here. So maybe like a breakout up through here might be worthwhile. Something like that. A break to the downside kind of scares me. Okay, wait. Let me try something real quick. Oh, Doxor. But a break to the downside is a little scary because even if you break the yellow line, not that far below, you have the purple line, which is the 50 SMA. So is that one of those where it's like a fake break of the trend line and then it bounces right back off the purple line? Maybe. Not sure. Could be a long down here, though. We have the low right here, which also matches up with the purple line right there. Hey, Krista, good morning. If it breaks, I'm going to throw some buy orders out. Roger that. Does VWAP ever do anything on... I'm not seeing it. Does it? Yeah. For me, it does things. Yeah, I like the VWAP. But yeah, right now, as a VWAP, per your point, hasn't been helpful at all. I mean, I guess it depends, right? Here was helpful for a short. Right here, helpful for like a quick little scalp bounce. But yeah, it is being very choppy around it, which is fair observation. Ah, interesting, John. Cool. Would you say your strongest skill in trading? My strongest skill is just not really pressing things. And that still comes from the fact that I have multiple streams of income, which is why I always tell people, make it your goal to have multiple streams of income. Because if you can sit there and be like, I don't need to trade, trading becomes easier. I'm not saying it becomes easy, but it certainly becomes easier. Trading is way, way, way more difficult if you need to make money. Because if you need to make money, then you definitely need to make trades. And when you need to make trades because you need to make money, that might create the need to be trading in environments that do not jive well with your strategy. Which is why, personally, I argue that day trading full time is, is not possible. Because if all, again, defined as your only stream of income. Because if it's your only stream of income, and let's say the market goes through like a week or two where it just doesn't quite jive with your strategy, well, you are literally not going to be making any money, assuming you are disciplined and don't trade because, well, it doesn't jive with your strategy, so you better not be trading. But like you need the money because you have bills to pay. So now you are in a situation where you are by default trading in an environment that you should not be trading in, which means you're probably going to lose money. But because you need to make money, you just lost money, which means you're probably going to want to try to get that back. But this is happening in an environment that you should never have been trading in the beginning. So you keep, and it's just mass chaos. So I would say my best skill is just I don't need to trade. I'm pretty good at just not watching things. Well, I've seen you make some stupid trades on stream, and that's a fair point. I'm not saying I don't ever make any stupid trades. But there is also the attribute where I'm trying to be entertaining too. So I'm always balancing responsible trading with trying to keep the live stream active. Like the fact of going 4 hours on the live stream without a single trade, although that might be the responsible thing to do in that category, well, I also have the category of I'm trying to grow a live stream. This is a business income stream too. So like I'm not quite sure it would be smart to go 4 hours without a trade. Now in the responsible category, yes, that would be smart. But again, I have multiple categories. In the category of business and entertaining live stream, I'm not quite sure that would be smart. So yeah. Some of these trades I put on, I probably wouldn't if there is no live stream. But I've said this many times before. I'm always trying to balance those things. But yeah, ultimately, I think the best skill you could have as a trader is not needing to trade. Because if you don't need to trade, then what does that open up? That opens up the door of actually being able to be very picky, right? It opens up the door of not really revenge trading. Because yeah, it can be annoying if you lose money. But like, if you can think, okay, it's not like, oh, great, now I can't pay a bill because I lost that trade, so let me go revenge trade to try to get it back. It's like, I'm okay. So I don't know if that's a skill per se, but yeah, that's probably what I'm best at is not needing to trade. Because of, again, multiple streams of income, which is why I constantly preach multiple streams of income, multiple streams of income. It must be entertaining even without trading. No, I don't think so, Kevin. At least that's my business thesis. I don't think the stream I don't think the stream will succeed if there's like let me just to take to the logical extreme. If there's like 3 trades a week, It's like, maybe that's the responsible thing, but is that the entertaining thing? I don't think so. No, I haven't, John. Your humor and wit will get you by. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think that can help kill the dead time between trades, but I don't think no trades is a good thing. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but that's why I like business, right? Business, you come up with an idea. Might not be a good idea, but hey, it's your idea and you can put it into motion. But good. I'm glad some of you think my humor would have this still be an entertaining live stream without any trades. Thank you for that, but I respectfully disagree. Okay, Krista makes a good point. That is a good point. We can talk about how the yeah. Well, that's you trying to make sense of the English language, Amarius. So that seems like a futile task. No, there's nothing to talk about, Nero. Again, I don't do the 11 a.m. talk every time, just because sometimes there's nothing to really learn. Which is why the 11 a.m. talk usually, if I'm like, hey, we need to talk at 11 a.m. I think a lot of you veterans, you know, what did Clay do? Stupid. I'm so lost in the. Okay, slow is being very very honest. Clay just passed my 50. Hey, good job, GSC. I really appreciate what you do. Thank you, GSC. Well, good job, and yeah, I take 0.0000000. Five more zero. 1% of the credit, though, because you're the one pressing the buttons. You're the one needing to manage the voices. You're the one making the decision. So good job, brother. I would agree with that, Kevin. I've been on a couple live streams where the person just like sits there and stares. And again, I'm not saying that they're a bad trader, but even if I just concede, let's say they are being the most responsible trader ever. In the category of like entertainment, oh boy, that can be pretty boring. But again, to be fair to that person, maybe they don't care about it. Maybe they literally don't care about the business aspect of it. I do think they care about it, hence why they have codes and stuff flashing on the screen. But they just have a different business thesis than I do. And to be fair to them, maybe their business thesis is better than mine, right? Netflix's business thesis was better than Blockbuster's business thesis. Both had a business thesis. It's a free market. Both tried their business thesis. And yes, economic history has revealed Netflix had the better business thesis. So I think it comes from a strawberry baboon. Yeah, Z3, I mean, breaks my heart you're cheating on me, but it is what it is. When my wife asks, how'd your stream go? I'm going to say, not good. Z3 cheated on me. Yeah, Marius, to me, that seems like, I don't know. That doesn't seem like the best way to go about it. I did, yeah, Todd, in college. College was when Netflix was in the DVD stage. Good job, Mintmont. Fantastic. I exceeded my test profit, but I am not sure what to do next on take profit. So you mean you hit your target profit? Well, Z3, I guess at least he's still trading. And if the guy is like humorous or gal's humorous or whatever, I don't know. Everybody's different, right? There are some people here that they take me pushing back, exploring a topic with somebody, even, especially if there are two different opinions. There are some people, as we've learned, that look like, why is this guy so angry? Why is he always arguing? It's like, I mean, I guess I'm arguing in a sense, but like, just because two people are discussing something where they don't agree, yes, I guess in some forms you could say that's an argument, but like, what happens to just a discussion, trying to understand somebody else's point of view? But again, some people look at that and think I'm angry and arguing, and that's not their cup of tea. Cool. So you guys clearly enjoy that. You're like, oh, okay, that's an interesting topic. Yeah, let's think through this. Let's work our brain muscles a little bit. So, I mean, it all circles back to the classic saying that I want you to all remember, because it's a great saying. No matter what you do in life, the best way to please nobody is to try to please everybody. New York hours, there's probably 100 streamers. Yeah, there's probably a lot of streamers out there. I see many people say they hit their P&L 0. Bro, you've been so mean to me when you tell me I offended you. I mean, that was my goal, Johnny. I don't want any of you to sleep at night. I'm here to be mean to all of you. Again, I envision the chat box as my lawn, and given I am an angry old guy, you're all on my lawn, so I'm here to yell at you. Okay, maybe along down around here. Hello? Oh, what? Hey, why did it do that again? All right, something is definitely off with Tradovate today. Save as default. Apply, save. Yeah, you got it is actually true. That is why sometimes when I get in one of those more intense trades, I admittedly don't read the chat anymore, because I don't need more voices in my mind that are already there, Marius. That is a fair point. Hey, John. John's here to walk on the lawn. Duh. Uh-oh. So mysterious. Or like Johnny. Yeah, well, exactly. But yeah, no, I am definitely here to be mean to everybody. I don't like any of you. You guys are all on my lawn. And then I realize the ironies. What? But then when the lawn goes quiet, you start yelling at us for not walking on your lawn, aka, lighting up the chat box. I know, hey, I never said any of this was a consistent argument. Hello, Clay. Do you have any tips on how to get losses out of your head? Yeah, that kind of goes back to just multiple streams of income. I'm telling you all right now, multiple streams of income, whether that's another job, a couple of jobs, a side hustle, whatever it is, like, it cures so many things. Because Bobos, if you lose and nothing in your life really changes, so let me put it this way: you have to make a mortgage payment. If you lose and you can still make the mortgage payment, who cares about the loss? You can still make the mortgage payment. Like, now, yes, you want to care about it to make sure that it wasn't a degenerate loss. Yes, you want to care about it in the sense of, is there something I could potentially learn from it? Yes, care in that regard. But how do you ultimately just not care about a loss to the point where it drives you insane? Make sure that you can answer the question, can I still do XYZ, right? For example, can I still make the mortgage payment? If yes, then okay, do you really need to lose your mind that much about the loss? Can I still buy diapers for my kids? If yes, okay, do I really need to care that much about it? You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you that to make trading easier, you need to not care about trading. And the way you can not care about trading is to not actually need the money. And the way you can not actually need the money is to have more money. And the way to have more money is to have side hustles. And the way to have Even more money is to have multiple streams of income. That is why when people just quit their job, I'm going to be a trader now. Bad idea. Bad idea. Well, Clay, I quit my job to be a trader and I have 7 other income streams. Okay, well, you're not really a full-time trader. You're a full-time income stream creator, which I applaud, which is awesome. My target price is above 8 with $8. How much have you made today, Callie Bob? Callie Ob? That was actually really helpful. I appreciate it. Well, good. I'm glad it was helpful. About time I do something helpful for somebody. Might be the first time in my life. All right, here we go. I'm going to try along here at these lows. Did you look through the boxes in the garage? Question mark. Maybe it's in one of those? Question mark. All right, now we got a house stuff. Bad timing. When real life conflicts. Right, right. The legendary BM. Looks like maybe your good alternate ego is back. We'll see. We'll see. And all that I agree with, but I'm trying to peel back a layer. How do we make doing all that easier? Everything you said I agree with, but what I'm trying to accomplish is how do we make doing all those things easier? And that's where multiple streams of income comes into play. Oh yeah. So all right. So Khalil Bob, I'm sorry, I'm not saying your name right. Just go to MNQ and do one MNQ, and then just buy sell as fast as you can to try to bring that right at $1,500 if you can. But if you bring it to like $1,498, oh well. You're long off 602. Oh, that's true, Matt. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, that's a good question for him. Sorry, I'm trying to. according to this comma, they should have sent something. Long off 602. Oh, good call. Yeah, so you basically played that low right there. Nice one. I remember the day I did 92 micros with the 3 loss. I felt unstoppable, and of course I lost it all the next day. Yeah. Yep. I think a lot of us have been there. Get a little too overconfident, aka cocky. You got to be confident as a trader. You can't trade scared. Scared money don't make money. But cocky trading doesn't make money either. You got to be confident. Well, Clay, how do I know when I've crossed the line from confident to cocky? Well, that's why trading's hard. Those lines are not always clear. It's not always black and white. Hey, John. Good to see you. I'm maybe being a little too nitpicky here. Okay, long. Well, I guess all I needed was another 2 seconds of patience, and I would have been just fine. I would have gotten that entry point right there, but that's hindsight for you. We are right at the bottom of this hammer candle. If you were to pull up the 5-minute chart right now, you'd see we're right at the bottom of a nice hammer. So I'm ideally thinking maybe we can get another bounce. Clay like, I know, I think John's like me. We have a lot of Johns. Okay, I'm liking this candle. Let's go. Yeah, there's another John C. Come on, brother. Beautiful. I could not have asked for a better candle right here. Let's see if it can deliver. Ooh, bullish gods. All right, we'll see if he turned over a new leaf. He went into obnoxious mode on Friday. We'll see. We'll see how he does. There's another John. Dang, you've been the fiddle, but you're still green? That is the exception and not the rule. Well, I'm happy to hear that. Usually when I'm the fiddle, man, it is not a pleasant day. I had a boss named John, and that's that's all I'll say about that. So it was a great experience. That's what you're telling us. Is this thing gonna bounce or what are we doing here? Thank you, Amarius. I appreciate that, but I don't like to hear that you're the fiddle. I'm about to get potentially another beautiful candle here. Granted, we still have about 13 seconds before this candle is done moving around. But I could be staring at yet another beautiful candle. Now, that doesn't mean that it'll still be a winning trade, but... Oh my, beautiful, beautiful. So much so that I think I should probably add. Like, look at these. 2 back-to-back hammers. Let's go. All right, I am adding. If this comes back up, that would look like another amazing candle. Did you really? Man. How does this thing just not at least... Again, I'm not talking about like a reversal, but at least not get a little bit of a better move back up after these beautiful candles. Come on, brother. Chris, we definitely all believe you. Your track record here has proven we definitely all trust you. Good job. Yes, we definitely trust that. We definitely trust the trust me, bro. Again, trying to add right here, because if I can get filled right here, this would be pretty spicy from the bull. Oh, Doc Soul. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. There we go. I added. Now let's push. Come on. Oh, push. Dude. Oh, it's so good looking. Look at all these lower shadows. Just bounce. Okay, Chris, you're going to be put on ban about 2 seconds in. We don't just... Dude. I know you're on summer break from school, but do you have to make it that obvious? I mean, come on. I should probably add more right here. Look at this thing. How does this thing not bounce from here? Yeah. Nobody believes that, Chris. Remembering how you behaved last week, for my mental sanity's sake, I'm going to go ahead and just not believe that. Because if there are such a thing of 49-year-olds that behave like you were behaving, that is, yeah, that's not good for my mental. So I'm going to just assume for my mental health that you're just, that's not true. Come on, push, brother. So many hammer candles. So many. Like, if this doesn't work, then it is what it is. I'm not gonna. My journal entry would be, there are no guarantees. But nobody will convince me for a second that I'm crazy for thinking this thing wants to bounce or could bounce after all these candles we're looking at. I am unconvincible. Clay, that was crazy. For you to think that it could be bouncing with what you're seeing right here, that's crazy, Clay. That makes no sense. Nope. Okay, Chris, this is the rule with you. You either need to give us a trade plan or just sit back and watch. But your little hindsight general commentary is just not going to do anybody any good. Yeah, I'm adding. At this point, I have to add. If I'm able to get filled to the green line, I'd once it just be like. So I will look to add at the green line. Kevin, that's not the reason why I think it would bounce because of the so many red candles. That's definitely not my thinking there, brother. Am I really going to cut this thing for a loss? That is crazy. This really seems like one. If I cut it, it's just going to go right back up. Oh, gotcha, Kevin. Roger that. Oh. There it is. That's where I got to cut it. There's my line in the sand. Either it bounces or it doesn't. But I can't watch this thing drift and drift and drift and drift and drift. It's either gonna head back up or that's my line in the sand, which will be very disappointing if it's hit. Yeah, and then we have this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 beautiful lower shadow hammer candles in a row at a support level. Come on. Push, push. Okay, there's the ad. Come on. Go. Go. Took off 5. All right, got 5 left. See if we can get those targets. It's my stop. So I've lost track of the math. I think that could still maybe be a slightly losing trade at this point. Come on, hit, dude, hit that neck. Huh? Why did you not hit? Okay, okay. Again, I'm not sure if it'll be a winning trade or not. Worst case, it's small. It's small red, but I have lost track of the math in the sense of I don't know if it'll be a green trade for sure or not yet. Oh crap! Thank you, Mark. Thank you, brother. All right, at this point, I might as well go for some more. Why can't it go up a little bit higher now? Why not? Why not? Okay, let's get this to break even now. There we go. All right, now this will be a green trade. There we go. Officially a green. It might have already been officially a green trade, but like I said, lost track of the math. But now I'm confident this will be a green trade. Just had that. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Hit that next one, brother. There we go, brother. Thank you. Come again. Come on, hit that next tar. Yeah, I'll go for that up there. Why not? Why not? Why not? This is so. This was put. Oh, there are people out there, and I was oh so close. I was oh so close that they're thinking like I was. Long for all this reason. That candle knocked them out, and then this happens. Oh man, there are some people on full blown tilt right now, and I can understand it. Nothing more annoying than this, where it makes sense for it to go long. Then one of these candles shows up, and I can see that, like I said, knocking people out. I had my stop loss there. I mean, you guys were there. It's just like, okay. And then this happens. Oh, man, there are some very irritated people out there right now. Understandably so. Can it set and dump? Anything can happen, brother. Anything can happen. Including there being a component on the exchange that malfunctions, and then the market just stops moving like it did back in November or whatever that was. All right, looking like I'm going to get stopped out here and stopped out. Could it go up then down? Anything can happen, including not even moving anymore. That's when people are like, well, it could go up, down, or sideways. I'm like, almost. Or it could just stop moving. All right, let's see. I will say that one would have been so much easier to deal with had I just kind of I mean, it's all in hindsight. But had I just waited for that yellow line as my first entry, I could have gotten a way better average size. But it is what it is. Did anybody take that long? Or was I alone on that one, or was anybody else long with me on that? Again, Chris, this is what infuriates me, which is why I don't believe you're a 49-year-old. The amount of times I've tried to communicate, don't trade futures with your own account. Just open up a prop account. And then you still sit like, well, I can't. Don't do it in your own account. No, you don't. Like I said, either you don't know or you're just you're actually not 49 years old, and you're just like a kid, and your brain hasn't developed yet. Like, I am not the crazy one here to think that you're definitely not a 49-year-old. Maybe you should give Centric Air a call and see if they can have one overnighted. Crazy my view up. Wow. Complete roll. And look at that. Our trusty friend, the 21 EMA. My question. I'm not sure, CDP. I'm not exactly sure what you're saying or asking. You got you. I always short the first one in EMA pullback. So you didn't short that one then, Matt? Is my assumption correct? You in a downtrend. Okay, so at what point do you determine something to be in a downtrend? I did. Okay, so I'm confused by that, Matt, because this was the first one. Now I'm guessing your rebuttal would be, yeah, Clay, but it wasn't in a downtrend at that point, which is fair enough. Hence my question: at what point would you say that became a downtrend? No, okay, fair enough. Cool. All right, maybe we go for a little bit of a knife catching. Again, not degenerate knife catching. Go, go, chasing falling knives. Listen to your loins and try not to get sliced. That was awkward. What? Huh? I couldn't bring it to a round number. Wait. What? Wait, you're only supposed to bring it to 1,500. Why did you lost like $500 more than you were supposed to? All right. I'm going to move it up right here. So looking for like a slight fake break of the overnight low using the pivot point as my entry. Oh! No, bring it down a $1.70 more. That's fine. It's okay if you go like a buck or two below it. Okay, see that's definitely not just in. So raspberry, and I'm not I realize I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you in terms of, okay, that was a contradiction. Whatever source you got that from is like, that's totally bad news. That is definitely not just in. That was the tweet that generated this right here. So which happened like basically an hour ago, over an hour ago, over 2 hours ago. So yeah, cut Raspberry Trades, whatever that news source was, cut it. They are late. They are late to the party. That is definitely not just in. Thank you, Matt, by the way. But yeah, Cali Oak, Matt, you can trust him unless he's telling you to do math. They are cut. Yeah, yeah. Get him out of here. You know, if this was baseball, it'd be the ring him up. Yeah. Okay, I realize umps don't. Well, at least I don't think umps make the. Yeah, don't trust Matt with math. That was so funny last week. I did throw around the idea. Maybe we'll try that once a week. Like we'll just try to push a challenge, either get it over the like either max it out, or if it's already maxed out, maybe try to get it passed. So like max out or die. Again, is that the most responsible thing? I don't know about that. But again, balancing responsibleness with entertainment. Is that entertaining? Maybe. So I don't know. Okay, so did Bullish Gods just put me in his avatar? If so, he will be banned for. At least he's just made it very clear he's trolling. Yes, okay. See you later, Bullish Gods. I should probably go long right here. We're at these lows, but I'm still having flashbacks to right here, right? I was like, okay, fine. I'll just get long here and then immediately drop to where I wanted. But I'm just going to trust my instincts. I said here, so just leave it there. Just leave it there. That's kind of dirty, by the way. Two beautiful long lower shadows to potentially be wiped away there. That was, especially now if it bounces, you know, where those ones where for people that had their stop below the lows, for it to just kind of knock them out, that'd be rough. I think she's going to work her way to 480. Well. Okay, Bullish Gods. You understand why I'm about to ban you, right? Again, looking to get long at the green line. Trying to be patient. Neil, so did you get cooked on that short right there? Let me guess. No, Clay. I covered the short right here. And then I went long right there also. And then I covered I took profit on the long and I got short right there. Is that how it all went, Neil? Trust me, bro. Where are we trading on? I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. Very close, I did notice you sure were yapping quite a bit about short. Then that happened, you went quiet for a little bit. So I hope you're using code Clay when you were resetting those accounts. That was oddly suspicious of when you all of a sudden got quiet. Oddly suspicious. But in terms of where are we trading on, we're trading on the platform of Tradeovate. We're trading MNQ futures. We're trading through the platform of Take Profit Trader. So I'm not trying to be a jerk. I just didn't know what you meant by that. Oh, market wise. Okay, market wise, we are trading futures, specifically MNQ futures. Of course. Isn't that weird? Neil always does like the ultimate trade. Like something goes severely against him. He's yapping, yapping, yapping. It goes against him. He goes quiet. And then he comes back. Oh, no, man. It was perfectly fine. No, I crushed it. Added. It just worked out perfectly. I know, Todd. I'm waiting for him to see. I'm trying to give him one more chance, see if he comments again without it. But if not, I'll just ban him. Clay, I always tell me when I lose. I know, Neil. The last time you told me that was about 9 months ago. And you lost the penny. But ever then, since then, it's just been perfect. It's been beautiful trading. It's crazy. Yes, it was a Friday 9 months ago. Yes, agreed. Clay, I just got steamrolled, my friend. Oh, no, are you okay? I lost the penny, brother. This is like the slow knife catch. All right, here we go. Am I about to catch it here? Again, this is a knife catch, but okay, here we go, maybe. But not a degenerate. Well, at least I think I have good logic here. Okay, eh, eh. Filled? I'll take that scoopy scoop. That was so cringe. I know. Doggone it. Why did I scalpy scalp? See? Now that is cringe. Me scalping when I should have let it cook. That is the cringe part right there. I know. It was so infantile. Me leaving like 20 points on the table. That was an infantile mess. Hey, Clay, going along. All right, Marco, I appreciate the numbers. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. I don't get it. All right, bullish gods can stay around. All right, well, hey, bullish gods. All right, so bullish gods is waiting for it to come back up to 560. Okay, so he wants to see a hammer first. Fair enough. Stop loss 540. Fair enough. Okay, I can see that trade plan. That trade plan actually makes sense. In fact, that's something that I could potentially take at some point. So I like bullish gods trade plan. Well, I guess I didn't see his target. Where's his target? Okay, I don't know if I'd be with 590, but overall, like I said, I'd probably scale out as it went. But overall, I like that. Thank you, bullish god. See, that's so much better that way. He is in. It's already in his favor a little bit, so as more room, it's got to go. But there we go. See, that's the bullish gods I like. So I think bullish gods, he's kind of like legendary BM. He's bipolar. Some days he wakes up and I don't know what his problem is. Today's not one of those days. But I like this version. Arbitrar. Here's the secret to trading. You just show up here and then you just follow Neil. That's it. All right, bullish gods. Well, whatever it is, I appreciate it. Yeah, no, you are. I mean, legendary BM is definitely bipolar. Some days he's a sweet peach. Other days he is a rotten mango. Are you in the heat wave over? I don't know if he. I think we have one more day before it really shows up. Yeah, well, I mean, 89 today, then yeah, 92, 93, 94, 94, 91. Okay. This looks like a long here. Okay, long. Ah, doggone it. That was terrible. I don't even know if that was a winning trade or not. Hey, candlestick buns. Burns. Burns, not candlestick buns. Burns. There's an R in there. Burns. Yeah. You know it's hot when it's hotter than Florida. Have you ever thought about the state of Florida is just like a swamp? Like the whole state is a swamp. Talk about just good engineering. Where you're like, yeah, that place is a swamp. We'll make it work. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is Florida? I mean, the entire state is basically at sea level, isn't it? Okay, I will try a long down here. Very basic premise. Looking for the double bottom. The white line is the low of the day. This was the crazy candle, the Trump tweet candle. So, yeah. This has been an annoying push down. Every candle is it. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, this move here is savage from that regard. That is a fair point. This has suckered lots of people in because you're right. This is one of those where it's like just hammer after hammer after hammer. Yeah, in hindsight. Whew. Yeah, I mean, I assume the whole state's at sea level. But yeah, I mean, Florida is, if there's ever an argument like, okay, give me an example of like just quality civil engineering. Like, where's a great example of civil engineering at work? I'd be like, the fact that Florida is what it is, that you can go in there and develop and build all this stuff, and it was essentially a swamp. Yeah, Bentley, that, okay. Maybe that might be a better argument. For the argument of give me something that's really gonna have me impressed with civil engineering. Yeah, New Orleans maybe. Although that's so. Let me ask this: could another Katrina happen? Right? Because in some senses that was like not a good argument for civil engineering because that was a massive fail. But have they re-civil engineered everything for like in case another to prevent another Katrina? Florida is going to become one giant city. Yeah. That's got to be rough. Like, you know a place, you love a place, and then everybody else discovers how nice it is, and then everybody moves there, and then supply and demand takes over, and then, yeah, you're like, this is not what it used to be. Which is why, again, I hate Iowa. I cannot stand living here. Do not move here. It is terrible in Iowa. Nothing but corn. So, yeah. Move to Florida. I hear Florida's great. Yeah, definitely happened in Austin. Yep. Oh that's what I mean, Timbo. It is already that, and from my understanding, it's getting even more so. Yeah, I saw that. I honestly I thought that was a meme. I thought that was a meme, like about because it was all like a bunch of Republican states. I'm like, okay, I get the meme. Like the meme is all Republican states are terrible to live in. But then I was like, oh wait, that's real. And I was like, well, what are the metrics? I've not looked into the metrics, but I'd be very interesting to know what was the methodology behind that list that I totally thought was a meme at first. Again, I don't know the methodology, but I'd be very, very interested to figure out how do they arrive at those conclusions. Okay, maybe along here. Here we go. I'm trying to catch a knife. Again, responsibly, but still a knife catch nonetheless. Here we go. Let's see if we can get the double bottom. Or at least a slight. Okay, there. Whoa! Oh boy. Oh boy. Let me just give it a chance. Let me give it a chance. Come on. Come on. One more little breath up. One more little breath up. I'm going to add some more right there. Nope, I'm out. All right, well, I try to catch the knife, and sometimes you just did not care at all about the double bottom. Now, if anything, that would be an argument for why you should wait for confirmation. Now, sometimes when you wait for confirmation, you get left in the dust. So there's always a give and take. But yes, that would have been an example where Clay, he should have waited for confirmation. In hindsight, I agree. But had it come down there and bounced straight up, somebody else would have said, Clay, you should have just anticipated the bounce. It was a double bottom before. Why not just try the anticipation? So they pulled it. Yeah, I don't know the methodology, but that was weird because a lot of those states are like the states where a lot of people are moving to. So it's like, okay, why are people moving to literally the worst places to live? Like I said, I'd be very curious to know what metrics they were using for all that. But yeah, I'm assuming people in Tennessee are like, thank goodness. Yes, yeah, that list is true. Stop moving here, everybody. Yeah, this list is true. Same with probably people in Texas. Texas probably like, hey, yeah, that list is true. Please stop moving here. Interesting, Bentley. Yeah, I really, like I said, I assumed it was a meme. The first time I saw the list, I'm like, all right, that's a meme. Like, okay, I get it. But then I kept seeing, I'm like, wait, no, that's real. Wait, huh? Where's my original entry right here? Yeah. So coulda, shoulda, woulda. I would have been fine, but that's all again. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I mean, the ticket, at least, I mean, we call them snowbirds. So, like up north, the older people, I guess in their retirement, they get enough funds. They come up north during the summers, and then when, Florida is just basically unbearable. And then, yeah, during the winters, snowbirds, right? They go down to Florida, and it's beautiful. Hey, Dan. Okay. Well, I'm trying to short here. If this thing is going to V shape, well, then I'm going to have some losing trades on the way up then. But I will look for a short right here. Oh yeah, yeah. I would assume like it's a very common thing. I mean, I remember that growing up in Ohio, and then when I lived in Michigan for quite a while. Okay, Paige, remember the joke around here. If you look hard enough for anything, you can find it. Right? Like if we were to go Paige and look hard enough, that little high right there, the reason it got rejected there was because looking at the 7 minute time frame, if you checked out the Ethiopian moving average, it bounced right off of it. What about that low right there? That low. Well, that low, if you looked at the 37 minute time frame using the Paraguay pivot point, bounced right off the Paraguay pivot point on the 37 minute time frame. So that is why everybody's always got to be careful. Like, yes, if you go back in hindsight and look hard enough, you will find a reason why some price bounced where it did. But if you then add in that area or start whatever, you're going to find yourself with 800 time frames and 8 million indicators. Oh, you cannot forget about the Paraguay pivot point. That is actually the holy grail. Hey, Captain Crunch. Amarillo by morning? Isn't that a drink? For coffee. I should, dude. That is a missed opportunity. I need to just sell a clay trader indicator. It doesn't do anything. Like it literally acts random. Maybe it spells things out through the course of the day. Yeah. Oh, okay. This is how the indicator is going to work. Every day I'll just type in a word, and like as the day goes by, it's just going to actually spell that word. And I guess it'll have to be in cursive. Okay, here we go. Maybe a short here. But like first day would be baboon, so like it just acts in a way where it eventually spells out baboon. Okay, here we go. Maybe. I am was close to being short. Oh, Duck Soul. All right, I don't know if I. All right, I'm moving this up now. Fine, right there. Right off the pivot point. See, that is the problem sometimes. When you have a couple of levels, then is that creates a decision. And I chose poorly. I went for a walk today. I mean, that makes perfect sense in my mind. Why that didn't work out. Okay, thank you, Matt and Captain, for tagging each other. I appreciate it. Love to see you guys talking amongst each other and also tagging. That helps out so I know you're not actually talking to me. Yeah, I really need to get a custom clay trader. Sell it for like what? I don't know. $9.99 a month or something. It's magical. It's a magical indicator. All right, maybe I short right here. Okay, I'm short. Like I said, if this thing turns out to be a V shape where it's just one green candle after another, I'm going to be taking some losing trades here. It's really as simple as that. Trying to take out a couple of targets there, but maybe I don't get them. Come on, hit that first target. All right, let me get risk off the table. There we go. All right, stop loss in green territory. So this will be a green trade. Let's now just try to figure out how big of a green trade. See if we can get this next target hit. That'd be great. Come on, hit me. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Come again. Next couple targets. So my risk now is making 6 points. I like where my risk is. I make money. Reward unknown because I don't know how far down this will want to go. Dude, come on. All right. Well, the mechanics were there. I was positioned. I was ready. Had it rolled over. I was ready, but it just didn't. Well, that's all right. I'm happy with the mechanics. Not totally happy with the outcome, but I'm happy with the mechanics, and the mechanics are what ultimately matters. Well, George, it's not like I don't want people to actually realize a word's being spelled. So that would be good. Because then people might figure out, like, wait a second, this doesn't seem like it's doing anything other than spelling a word. So, George, that'd be good if the people cannot read cursive. Hey, legs it. Nice job, Z3. The recursive cursive trade. There we go. All right, do I try another short here? Maybe. Okay, looking for a short right there. Short at 560. Okay, we're close. I'm 5 points in front of you, Raspberry. Looking like we're seeing the same general thing. I'm looking for a short at the red line. I am filled. I'll take that scoop. I probably should not have rejoiced, though. See, this... Oh, doggone it. That's why we got to be independent thinkers, folks. An independent thinker could have said, Clay, I agree with your entry. But, brother, I disagree. We will have to agree to disagree as adults. I don't agree with your choice of Scalpy Scalp. I'm going to let the thing cook. And right now it's looking like you chose wisely. Definitely see a lot of Texas plates here in Colorado. Okay, is that where Texas people go? Texas people go. So the Texas snowbirds are Colorado. Oh my goodness, that is just. Oh, that's gonna sting. Hey, Bergmeister, where have you been, brother? Just busy this summer? It's almost like people do stuff over the summer. There's been so many people's names that I recognize that haven't been here for a while, and then they just swing back. And it's almost like I'm still kind of new to futures trading in the sense of like this is only my second summer. So I'm like, does summer really slow down? But it does seem so. Seems like a lot of people's names have disappeared, but it's like, well, then again, it is summertime. Oh, congrats to all of you independent thinkers out there that chose to disagree with my Scalpy Scalp. Yeah, I noticed that, Raspberry. I know I was 5 points in front of you. All right, Burger. Sounds good, man. Your consideration to use code Clay, all caps, always appreciated. What is the red O&L line? I would say that's pink, but that is the. What do you mean? What is the red? The O&L stands for overnight low. Sounds good, Burger. Hopefully you start, and then with code Clay. No, my sister and brother-in-law live in Gilbert, Arizona. Is that it? That's showing up on the. Yeah, so I think it says Gilbert on it somewhere. Oh yeah, right here. You can't tell Gilbert. Yeah, so they got this for me. Cool city. I enjoyed Gilbert, Arizona. Arizona still is a mind blowing place. I don't know how they. I want states should do whatever Arizona does, because the property taxes that my brother in law pays for like Gilbert is a super nice suburb of Phoenix, super nice. And then I saw his property taxes, and I'm like, in fact, he was so confused. He sent me his first ever bill because they used to live in California, and then they just couldn't afford real estate there, so they moved to Arizona. So he sent me his first ever property tax. He's like, is it like, what am I, how does this work? I'm like, I don't know, man. You better ask your real estate agent because that doesn't seem right. Like, is that like, maybe that's monthly. Maybe in Arizona you have to pay property taxes monthly. Maybe that's what we're looking at. And then his real estate agent was like, nope, that's it. Wow, look at this roll. Doggone it. Please, somebody tell me you took that short with me right there, but did not scalp it. Is there at least somebody that was an independent thinker that did not scalp? That just is, I have not had a painful trade like that in a while. I mean, if I may say so myself, I like nailed the top. This guy's arrogant, but let me finish. But as somebody that nailed the top, I very poorly chose a scalp. I took it and held it. Good, Johnny. Good, Troy. All right. Thank goodness some of you, I appreciate you being independent thinking baboons. I got 40. Well, I mean, bowling, I got like, I don't even know what I got, 8, if that. Oh, figures, and then the double bottom works. How come when I try the double bot, I'm kidding. I realize this is confirmation bias. If you ever find yourself saying, oh, well, whenever I do that, it never works. I assure you that is a confirmation bias. That is kind of funny, though. I hit the top there, scalp out, and then the double bottom trade, which I took here, which, led to a loss, it would have worked out just fine. Good job, Troy. 64 points. Shout out to independent thinking. Nice job, John. Still in. 420 target. Yeah, I know. I'll save you the trouble. I love it. Timbo and Captain Crunch having a conversation, tagging each other. It warms my loins. Oh, yeah. Elevation in Colorado is weird. Been there a couple of times, and I was just walking around, and I'm like, not that I'm like a marathon runner, but like I was breathing a little. I'm like, why? Like I walked up a moderate incline. Why am I breathing heavier? Like what? Yeah, elevation is a weird thing. Hey, Tom. Captain Crunch. I like to see you're having a conversation with somebody else in the chat box. That's great. And I also appreciate you tagging them so I know you're having a conversation. It warms my little loins to see people developing relationships or just whatever, It makes me feel good. It makes me warm and fuzzy on the inside. I mean, I still don't like you because you're poisoning our children with your food dyes. But like I can look beyond that, I guess. In theory. All right, I think I have to try another short here. Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So there we go. That's what I'm gonna look for. Short, red line, stop, green line. I'll risk 8 points. With slippage, let's call it 10. Well, I love to see old buddies from college. You guys are old buddies from the baby oil wrestling leagues. I'm sure you two were part of. But it's nice to see two former baby oil wrestling buddies catching up. Look, it's so sweet when he says, what? Like he doesn't know what I'm talking about. That's Captain Crunch. You're feigned. Wait, what? Don't think I don't know. I saw the pictures. Somebody sent me the pictures. The Rice Krispie elves sent me the pictures. And they were confirmed by Count Dracula. I saw I know. Captain Crunch, you got a little bit of a sketchy history. Just don't run for politics. They'll use it against you. Exactly. See, Timbo, he's not feigning all this. Well, I mean, to be fair, though, to Captain Crunch, he's got a reputation to uphold. You, Timbo, you're just like, hey, man, I'm just Timbo Trades. Okay, maybe a triple bottom. I'm going to try. Okay, looking for the triple bottom. Ooh, oil continuing to grind. Up 6% right now, huh? I am short 500. Where's your stop at? Ramu, you're scaring me. I appreciate the two numbers, but you happen to leave off the stop loss number. I'm scared. Oh, Ramu's silence is deafening. His silence is deafening. Exactly. Candlestick Buns has it figured out. One elk. Yep. Very cool to see, too. Okay, so you don't have a stop loss, Ramu. Okay, Ramu does not have a stop loss. Ramu's over there chewing on a degenerate meat stick. I don't know yet. I don't know. Because I'm open to potentially adding to it, but I need to see what happens after I get filled. All right, well. So do I think this is a sideways channel? That's the question right now. Is this now the start of some bigger sideways channel? If I think that, then I should be looking to get short right here. Anybody have any experience with blueberry futures? I don't even know if this is real. I just got an email. Partnership proposal from Blueberry Futures. Okay, all right. I got it. Okay, I got to try this short. Oh no, did I? Boy. Good. If you are making the claim, Clay, it's a channel now. Okay, fair enough. And yeah, to that right now, fair enough. Looking like it's once again going to get rejected off the top part of the sideways range now. It sounds like that's where they're headed, Luke. It sounds like they're trying to salvage things, but the way they chose to salvage things, I can't imagine prompting people to want to keep using them, especially when there's so many other quality choices that are just like, no, I'm not going to risk anything more. So yeah, if I was a betting man, Luke, I would say that one's game over. Blueberry is real. They are CFD who added futures. Well, yeah, I don't take review sites that serious. VFD? You mean CFD? CFD. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm noticing is you have these like Forex and CFD brokers that are now hopping into futures. I think that's what funding ticks did too. And then they're like, I don't think they actually quite understand the math. Like they have their math that maybe works for Forex and CFDs, and then they kind of try to take that math to futures, and it seems like it's not working out well. Isn't that what Alpha did too? Doesn't Alpha have like a track record in CFDs first and Forex? Are they part of the Berry cartel? I don't know. All right, if I do think this is the top of the range, this is okay. I'm in short. And I'm in short. Do they have walnut futures? I don't know if there's a bond auction today. I kind of stopped paying attention to that. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm not sure now. This is starting to become a coin flip for me. All right, I'm out. Coin flip now. It could very well. I could see this rolling over for sure, but I can also for sure just see it going the other way. Hence the coin flip. I waited, and I'm like, all right, this thing is apparently stronger than what I thought. So now again, if you're an independent thinker, maybe you disagree with that it's become a coin flip. But for me, it feels as though it's now become a coin flip, and I need to have an edge. And a coin flip, to be fair, is not a disadvantage, but it's also not an advantage because it's a 50-50. But a 50-50 is still not an edge. Yeah, even now, look at it just putzing around here. So yeah, I feel just fine. Even if it eventually comes back down, I feel I won't be upset about it because I gave that thing. I could probably argue with myself even more time than I should have. Is that a good trend line or is it not? That is the discussion in my mind right now. So I'll leave it out there, but I'm not committing to it either way. Okay, the live I just checked, and we're only 2 hours and 18 minutes in. I could have sworn it was way longer than that, but time has slowed down on my part. I think I discussed this because I gotta pee. So let me just go pee in. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay, I have to try this trade. Okay, if it comes up here and comes back down. Yeah, good, 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 good. Yeah, that's close enough. All right. Oh, crap. That's a 22-point stop. I don't know if I like that. Well, I'm going with it. Assuming I can get filled. I'm just trying to trade the range. Okay, I'm in. Very basic premise. This area here has rejected the price here, here, and here. So I'm thinking, let's see if it can reject it again. If it doesn't, well, I'm gonna have a losing trade. Donovan, I've not heard of anything. Anybody else, Ninja Trader, having issues? Am I about to get stopped out? Really? Yeah, I am. Wow. And stopped out. That was man, I thought I put up a little bit better of a fight than that. Okay. Working like for Enzo. Yeah, I don't know. And I've not had any major issues with Tradovate. Granted, I know Tradovate's not the same as Ninja, but they're the same ecosphere. That was disappointing. I actually really like that setup quite a bit. This better be a bounce. Uh-oh. Blackout, you having a rough day, my friend? When somebody says this better be a bounce and it's in all caps. Okay, wait. Now, okay, we have all caps over. Okay, so maybe it's not as bad as what that first message appeared as. I have been there, by the way. If it is bad, I've been there before. Where in my mind, I am all caps and I'm saying things such as, this better be a bounce. I'm okay, babe. Oh, whoa. Our relationship just went to a whole nother level. Blackout has never called me babe before. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this right now. I don't know if I was ready for this next step. Listen. I've been live streaming now for about a year and a half. I'd like to think I'm getting better and better at not being caught off guard, but you just caught me off guard. That was yeah. Wow. I'm a little uncomfortable right now. Although I have this warm fuzzy feeling in my tummy. What does that mean? It looks squeezy. Well, we right on the 5 minute, right at the 21 EMA right here. I'm almost thinking of a short. I don't know, Jen. It just really caught me off guard. I need some help with this warm and fuzzy feeling in my stomach. I don't know what that means. You should be jealous, Krista. I think I have to try another short here. Again, it's bouncing off on the 2 minute, the 50 SMA, and then on the 5 minute was the 21. Okay, I'm short. Come on. Clay, you had a scalpy scalp. I know I did. I know I did, but I want more than a scalpy scalp. That's true, Trucking. That's true. Come on, let loose. Let loose. Let the goose loose. Let the goose loose. Oh, how did I not get filled there? Are you kidding me? Beautiful candle. I am short. Oh, come on. Yeah, are you serious, Clark? Come on. Come on. Come on. All right, I'll take me. Oh, there we go. I'll take even more than what I was thinking. Okay, I guess that first one worked out well. That didn't quite fill me. I can see this being a very credible bounce area. We have the pivot, we have the 21 EMA, and the overnight low. So all of these combined here doesn't mean it will bounce, but that's where I was like, all right, I'll aim for that. I hate the IRS, just saying. What, you don't like paying taxes? What's that mean? It's like a meme. It's like, so it goes something along the lines of, you have to guess how much you pay them. They require payment, and you can ask them how much you owe them, but they tell you to guess. But if you don't pay them, they like arrest you, right? And that's the IRS. I'm paraphrasing that meme, but it's so true. Like that's why I am just on board a sales tax, consumption tax. Then everybody understands that. There is no hiding, okay, other than cash transactions. But like assuming there's no cash transactions, then like there is no hiding from a consumer like a consumption tax. To me, that just makes everything so straightforward. We don't need accountants. We don't need okay. We don't need as many. Like I don't. I realize it would probably do quite a bit of damage to the accounting field, but man, you didn't tell her, Captain Crunch, dude. Who's Captain Crunch married to, anyways? Like Captain Cereal Box characters. Let's see. We got to figure this out. Like, here's the thing, dude. I don't know, like, are there not any female? Oh, okay. I guess maybe I didn't realize something about Captain Crunch. I assumed he would be looking for a female character, but I guess yeah. Anyways, kids could be listening. So next topic. Oh, Mrs. Butterworth. That makes sense. There we go. By the way, W going to 68. Oh, Bitcoin. Is it? Is Bitcoin close to 68 right now? Huh? Not even close to 68. What are you talking about? He's married to Peanut Butter Mrs. Captain. Oh, that's a female one? No, it's not. Right? Really? Wait, Peanut Butter. Well, I was wrong. That area did not provide any sort of support. So maybe a short down through the trend line here. I'm going for it. I'm going to try it. Okay. Come on, trend line break. Let's pick up some momentum. Let's just start bleeding. This is a breakdown or get out. So this thing is either going to keep breaking down or I need to get out. The classic breakdown or get out. And looking like I'm going to have to get out. Oh, that's true. The M&Ms have different. Okay. All right. This is if this one doesn't work out, I don't know. It's almost as though the wheels of the bus might be starting to fall off. Which summer trading for me, that's kind of been the routine over the past couple months. Summer trading start off very well, and then the more the day goes on in the afternoon, I don't know if it's me or the market just gets way choppier, but like the wheels start to fall off. And yeah, the wheels, they're not terrible, but like I now I'm just like, this is yo-yo mode. I down to the 500s, back to the 700s, down to the 500s, back to the 700s. I gave about half my progress on the day. Yeah, I'd say either just definitely. Oh wait, well, that reminds me. So correct me if I'm wrong, but at least with Take Private Trader, I think Tradeovate you can now lock individual accounts. Can anybody confirm or deny? I could have sworn I had messages, and I'll also admit I kind of X'd out of them pretty quick. But I think I saw you can now individually lock accounts on Take Profit Trader, as opposed because until today it was if you locked that meant all accounts. Okay, that's great. That's cool. That is very cool now. And then I thought I also saw that now you can do ATM orders with copy trading. Does anybody want to confirm or deny that? Oh, not okay. So this is not just unique to TPT. Thank you, Philly. Okay. So, like I said, the other thing, can you confirm or deny? You can also now do ATM orders copy trading, which I know has kind of been something that people have said, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Does anyone want to confirm that? Or deny it, I suppose? I can't fight this feeling anymore. I don't know what we're fighting for. Okay, nobody has heard that one. All right, so maybe that was a bad source. I heard that you can now do ATM orders in copy trading. ATM orders now work with copy trading. Yes, what? Correct. Brackets and group ATM did not work. Okay, maybe that's the distinction though. All right, CDP, have a good one. All right, yeah. See, I can feel it. I want to make a trade here. I want to get short. Let's paper trade it. All right, I'm short because I think this is like how wheels also fall off. Now I'm kind of wanting to just make another trade. So it'll be bittersweet. If this works out, I mean, it'll be good for my confidence. Like, oh no, Clay, that was a good read. But then I'll be also irritated, like, man, but I didn't take it. I strictly use brackets though. Yeah, I'm not. That might be different though. I don't know. What price are you short? I'm not short at all right now. I'm sorry, Rambo. Yeah, when I said short, I mean like a mental trade. Because I can't quite tell if the wheels are falling off or not. So I'm just doing like a mental test trade to see how good of that read. Okay, I think I have to try this short, right? Like if it comes back down here, I'm doing it. If it comes back down, I'm going to do it trying to anticipate the break of that trend line, which has been a solid trend line. When I drew it, I wasn't quite sure about it, but yeah. Now, there have been a couple fake breaks of it, but you got to think one of these will eventually be a real break. Okay. If that red line turns blue, I'm in. I am in. All right, come on. Let's go, brother. Get through that tread line. Okay. No, stop. Stop being such a good tread line all of a sudden. Who drew that? Come on. Okay. Stop. Okay. There's nothing more. It's such a bittersweet feeling. I've drawn apparently a precise tread line. However, right now this precise tread line is working against me. It's like a weird dynamic. Like I actually want this to be the worst tread line ever that I drew because it didn't actually do anything and doesn't matter. But right now, so I'm rooting against myself. Please be a bad tread line drawer. Come on, hit that first target. Dude, are you serious? Hello? Are you kidding me? All right, well, okay, there we go. That's good. I'll take that. Come on, get down there, brother. Okay, let me get risk off the table here. There we go. Risk off the table. Just in case there's like a big dump all of a sudden. Come on. I'll feel good about this trade if this one can get hit too. I'd like at least my second target also hit. If I can't even get that, then I'm not going to feel so good about it. Come on. Thank you. Come again. All right, good. I feel this good trade. I'm happy with this one, how it's been going. All right, there we go. So my risk now is I make 10 points. So risk is I make 10 points, reward unknown, because I don't know how far down this thing might want to drift. So I like this. 460, let's get. I agree. 460, I agree with that. Let's get to 460. Yes, Justin, exactly. You can now lock each account individually, Justin. Yeah. So now my risk is making, what is that, about? Oh, come on, hit me! Hit me, brother! How does that work? You get a huge red candle, and then it literally decides to stop right there. Like, I don't think that the market makers and I don't think that the market and everybody's watching me, but I can understand why people feel like that. Like, big red candle, and then it just decides to stop right there. It's crazy sometimes. All right, whatever, I'm canceling that out. I want my next target to be there. Come on. And I can't fight this. Oh, I got cocky. I got cocky and I sang a song the market does not want. If we get closer here, at least now I have a new stop loss location. Can drag my stop right down to there. But I want to give this thing enough wiggle room to give it a chance to keep coming down. Sometimes the market likes to be insulted, Kevin. If you've been here long enough, I have called the market names at times, and it reacts very nicely. Should I try it? That might be what I'm missing. You dirty little rat. You filthy, dirty rat. Ooh, I think. Ooh, you like. Oh, no. No, okay, it did not like it. No, did not like it. We definitely need a correction right now. I blame Richard. He just look at what Richard did. We definitely need a correction and it bounced right up. I think Richard controls the market. That timing was impeccable. And I'm about to get knocked out now. Thanks a lot, Richard. I better be nice to Richard. He controls the market apparently. Wow. Okay. My bad, Richard. My bad. Yeah, he's worse than Trump tweets. Dude literally is like, and I quote, we definitely need a correction right now. And it immediately went up. Okay. We have found who actually controls the market. It is Richard Walter, 7571. Jimmy. Filthy little. Oh, I kind of want to get short here again if this wants to come back down. Was this just a little dead cat? I don't know. I'm scared about Richard, though. Richard, where are we going? Where are you going to send it, Richard? Maybe some Moana, since I just... No, I don't know any Moana. You better watch how you talk to him. Hey, Jimmy, you're being a real Jimmy, saying that he's being a real Richard. The irony there is fantastic. Jimmy's being a Jimmy while he's saying somebody else is being a real Richard. Where did Richard go? This is so mysterious right now. Wow. We just witnessed the presence. We just witnessed the presence. And he's gone. He's gone. Hello, David. What indicators do I use in my charts? Candlesticks, moving averages, some trend lines. That's pretty much it. I try not to get too complicated, Matt. I like the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Because when you are a baboon like I am, you got to keep it simple. Although if the... Okay, so everybody... So the yo-yo... The way it should go is next trade will probably be a loss and will now put me back in the 500s. That's how the yo-yo's been going recently. So, dude, he's literally that. Like I'm thankful that all you guys are here because if I didn't have other people, I'd like maybe I just hallucinated. That was very strange. In fact, I might print this comment out. Okay, I want us all to memorize this name to see if he ever shows up again. He controls the market right there. We definitely need a correction right now. And that's when the price was right here. And immediately after he said that, whoop, came up. Knocked me right out of the trade. Richard Walter, 7571. We need to all memorize that name. And then he's just disappeared. Like a candle in the wind. He was stopping by to give you inside info. I mean, I think I agree, Leon, but I think I would say he is the inside info. He is. No, I think I've been wrong. It is not Marky. It is Richard. Richard is the one who lives in the basement of Fort Knox on his Windows 95 computer on 56K dial-up internet. Wow, that's creepy. Oh no, it's Richard. Wow. I'm shook to my core right now. Hello, Rambot. Come on, buyers, do something. I mean, they're buying right now. Short 525. Stop. Hey, I appreciate that, Arslan. Appreciate the numbers ahead of time, brother. That's respect. Explains why the market. Yeah, yeah. The puns now that can be created are of epic proportions. That is so. What makes this so bizarre is Richard showed up, made a pinpoint accurate call, and then he didn't even say I told you so. He just disappeared in the mist. This is getting spooky. Okay, rookie numbers, you are a smart person. There is no doubt in my mind that you know how to answer that question. So I'm not even going to engage with it other than what I already have. That's how smart I think you are. Yeah, just drop. Yeah, he's like Barry Sanders, just scored and then just handed the ball to the ref and disappeared. My life is shook right now. I just went through a second puberty. Richard just sent me through a second puberty. That was just a mind boggling sequence of events. Yeah, they're here for now, CTRL, X Hack. No, he made me even more of a man. That was it. Man, I just got a new chest hair. Oh, wow, that one's long. Wow. What's going on with my voice? So what we're looking at here, bounce back up to the 21 EMA. I will look to get shored up around here. How do you get the O and L on the chart? How do you get the O and L on the chart? I'm Batman. Matt, how do you do that? You add. It's you have to do community indicators and then search for EMON overnight high low. What does you just witnessed it, son? At the loin line. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, the bat bite. It is starting to show up. All right, I think I'm going to get rid of this line here, though. This does look like an interesting short. Pivot point, overnight low, and the purple line, 50 SMA, and that purple line has quite the impressive track record of rejecting the price. Richard, please speak up again. Where did you go? Do you see why, like, the I told you so people, that's just annoying. But if you make an epic call and then you just go quiet, now it's just like, come back. I'm actually begging for you to come back. It's so mysterious and just boss mode like. This is all I can do at this point. This is all I can do. I can't fight this feeling anymore. Okay, that's okay. Tradeovate is dropping their own prop firm now. Huh? We're gonna need a source on that one, Evan. He owns. Oh, yeah. That checks out. I hope he, yeah, that was so mysterious. I don't even think I recognize that guy's name. That was like, I don't know. Maybe this is just the dream I'm in right now. Oh, that could be it. Reward. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. This might get awkward here. This might get awkward here. I'm scared. I have that. I think we all have though. I think we're all wondering the same thing. Did I just witness that? I just got an email that it's taking them longer with a bunch of account. What? Huh? It may be Burger. Maybe. I am still interested in along at the white line. In my mind, I think it still makes sense to at least take a swing at potentially a triple bottom. So like somewhere down around there. The question: will it serve as a bottom again? We'll see. We'll see. May assuming it goes down there, we'll see. Oh wow, look at oil. It is just well. Here come higher gas prices. Now it's not like I mean it's going up. Don't get me wrong, but at least like these movements here aren't like $3 a barrel. This is still, but yeah, we'll break that line. What line are we talking about? I read an article on it. I guess it's rumored. Oh boy. Oh boy. Is Trade Ovate coming out with their own prop firm? Okay, Evan, where are you getting your news from? Where are you getting your news from, Evan Messi? It didn't say tabloid across the top of this source, did it? Prop firm tabloids? Oh, crap. I did not mean to get in long. Oh, doggone it. Crap. Okay. Out for, I don't even know, small loss. Small loss. How did I even do that? What did I press? I don't even know. I don't know what happened. I meant to put my buy order down there. Hello? Down here, and then all of a sudden I was in. Yeah, Monka S. Big time. Okay, Evan Messi, the fact that you're even on Wall Street bets, that actually makes you make a lot more sense. Like, I don't see. Okay. The only good thing that I can see that coming from watching Wall Street bets is just understanding like the end results of pure degeneracy. Like that is pure brain rot. There is again, I can't say nothing redeemable about that community other than act the opposite of that community. That is the only redeemable thing. Act the opposite. Other than that, just pure brain rot. You clicked on the top green button. Okay. I think that makes sense. Yeah, you hit the buy bid instead of limit order. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, maybe so. Maybe so. That all checks out. Evan Messi, I did not know this about her. But apparently she's a Wall Street bets addict. Mm. She seems like such a nice person, but mm, I'm worried. I'm worried. Is Alpha any good? I mean, depends on your definition of good. Are they good at wiping away a bunch of due payouts? Yeah, they seem to be pretty good at that. I probably shouldn't joke. That yeah, I shouldn't joke. Well, I wasn't necessarily joking, but I don't know about if they just went bankrupt. I would say they're probably going bankrupt, but I don't know if they're officially bankrupt yet. It does seem like that is where they're headed, though. It was a good long. Thank you, Evan. Yes, code Clay, but to nitpick, it's case sensitive, so it's got to be all caps, Clay. Okay, so you're not going to come down here yet. Fine. Yeah, oil's still just grinding. And I can't fight this feeling anymore. I forgot what we're. I don't know the lyrics on that. And I can't fight. There we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. And I can't fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. It's time to bring the ship into the shore. And throw away the oars. Oh, wow, that song is deep. I don't really. Has anybody ever looked at the. Wow, we could talk about that lyric for 4 hours straight. What does that mean? It's time to bring the ship into shore and throw away the oars forever. Wow, that's deep. I'm not saying we are going to talk about it, but that is a deep lyric. There you go, Matt. I appreciate you clarifying this sarcasm there. I appreciate that. But yes, well played, sir. If that's 200 MA, I feel it'll go back there first. Well, that is not. You got to specify anyways. What do you mean by that? 200 SMA or EMA? But there is no such thing as a 200 MA because there are a bunch of different types of MAs. What is going on with my life? Is anyone thinking it will trend back up to fill the gap from Friday? I'm sure somebody thinks that. Let me guess, Evan, you read on Wall Street Bets that gaps have to be filled. Am I right? Somebody on Wall Street Bets said that gaps have to be filled. And that is why I just put my entire college tuition in a call option. I am long 230K. And let me be asked, you got long at 15K already. I think Neil is WSB. I think that is him. That's right. He's long 50 NQ from 15. You serious, Clark? I love how that slogan has caught on. That's great. Love it. Oh man, it was a late night with the rodeo. What do you think, Neil? You know this guy? Seems a little. I'm creator and producer of The Day Trader, a reality competition series bringing real energy into television. We have an Emmy-winning showrunner from Amazing Race attached and are looking for strategic partners. I have our pitch deck and sizzle reels ready, but your support blocks file sharing. What is the best email to send those over so you can take a look? I don't know. Sounds a little sketchy there, Neil. What are your thoughts as somebody that runs around in those circles? No, don't know him? All right. They got a, yeah. Send them my sizzle reel. I don't even, what is a sizzle reel? Neil, what's a sizzle reel? Sizzle reel. Like, what's he even talking about? That's not, it's like a scam. I'm creator and producer of The Day Trader, a reality competition series. Well, I just ran a Google search and it's like there's no major. Okay, I guess it's keyword being major. Yeah, I got nothing. Make them an Outback Steakhouse. It's a video of you barbecuing hot dogs. It's like the rest of your work you put together. It's like the reel of your work you put together. So they're asking me, or no? I think they want to share. Okay, yeah, I have our pitch deck and seal ready. I don't know. That something doesn't seem right. I don't know who that is, Evan. It's a phishing scam to get your account credentials. Yeah, that whole part was weird. Hey, what's up, Jimbo? All right, maybe the triple bottom here. All right, I got to get my order back out there. Okay, let's see if we can get the triple bottom, a triple bottom. It's a straight scam. The giveaway is the complaint about the file sharing be blocked. Okay, so like, what is the okay? Fair enough. How does the rest of the scam go? Like, if I were to interact, what would they then ask for? Search for it on yeah. Yeah, I got to get on the Nigerian Google. Because I do agree. That part sounded like, wait, what? But I'm not sure how the rest of this would play out. They send a fake link that looks legit. Okay, so the fake link is designed for them to be able to share their sizzle reel. Playing spin the bottle. Yeah, bottle of baby oil. Okay, maybe a. This green line turns blue. I'm long. Looking for the triple bottom. Also a bit of a knife. Not a bit. This is also a knife catch, but I think a rational knife catch. All right, see you later, Timbo. Okay, maybe. Maybe. Again, trying for a long at the green line. Got close. Got the same long price. All right. All right. Well, now I'm having second thoughts because now if I'm able to get filled, that means this hammer has failed. So yeah, I don't like this anymore. Did you get in, Cam? Oh man, I gotta go to work after this. Gotta go work at the house. I wonder what Sam's gonna have me carry around. Oh man. Yeah, I don't like this long anymore. Think about it. We were just witnessing this. Used to be a good solid green candle. Now it's absolutely failed. So yeah, not looking to get long after a nice green candle has failed. KRT, ticker symbol job. Blossom was here earlier. KRT. Always a pleasure to see your better half. Man, oil continuing to grind. Now up 8% on the day. Oh, almost $6 a barrel now on the day. What is going on? I'm not seeing anything. It's just. Well, I guess that's it. I don't know if there was something else that had come out that I didn't really see that is continuing to fuel the fire. I'm in on oil XOM. Okay, Burger. I thought you're trading futures when you're getting involved in this, but if I understand what you just said, you're trading XOM stock. What are you doing, brother? Oh, gotcha. Nice hammer on the 5 minute. So long lower shadow, so I mean, look at this hammer, hammer, now a hammer down around this white line. I don't know. Yep, I'm trying it. I'm trying it. I'll try it again. Oh, why am I so tired? Sounds like a hammer time. Maybe. There. Yeah, risking about 6 points. With slippage, let's call it about 8 points. I'll risk 8 points on it. So it's either going to once again bounce from this green line, or I should just say the general area, or it's going to stop me out. Very simple premise here. But I apologize. I don't know why I'm yawning. Man. Does heat in general just make you more tired overall? Because before that rodeo last night, we sat out in the sun and baked for a while. Does sun make you more tired? Yes, the sun can absolutely make you tired. The sun fatigue happens because your body burns extra energy trying to. Okay, that makes more sense. We're all sleepy. We're all out in the sun. Yeah, that's what I just read. Bodies. I mean, that don't make sense. I'm pretty sure I knew that, but figured I'd check Billy Bob's medical dictionary.com. This action isn't helping either. Just. All right. I got to do push ups today. Oh, I forgot about that. Who else? Who else? Monday is push up day. Some of you are maybe wondering, where am I at? I'll be going for 170 today. Not in a row, but I do as many as I can, and then I take a 1 minute break. So I'll be going for 170 today. Every day is push up day. Baller. Baller. Did some chest and shoulders today. Very good. Hey, Variel. This time of year, I may be best off to trade the opening. Yeah, summer trading is a very real thing. Abs and push-ups every day. Okay. Chest today, very good. I want to try a short here. This kind of just seems like a pretty methodical downtrend right now. That's what I'm wondering about. Even if it bounces off of there, that's still plenty of upside. I like to push. Oh, I can't stand working out as soon as you like. Nothing is worse than early morning workouts. All right, never mind. Okay, we are back at the 21 EMA, which you can see has quite the track record of fake breaks and such. Let's see if we can get another fake. I hesitated. All right. Bouncing here is super bullish. I have to do early morning workouts because if I do, I have to. Yeah, I mean, no, I've done early morning workouts. Those are by far the worst. For me, I swear some people love that. It's like, no, I'd rather wake up, let my body get going a little bit. Okay, this is actually a big candle. We're at about 30 points right now. Clay, 2 weeks ago, a 30-point candle was happening every 3 seconds. You're right, you're right. But back then, that wasn't exactly normal conditions. I like the pull-ups in the morning, pulling up the blanket. Of course you would. Of course you would. I wake up 4 a.m. Wow. That's dedication, Kevin. Holy smokes. What time do you go to bed every night? Let's see, you're probably a guy that wants to get 8 hours of sleep. So what, you're in bed at 8? My guess is 8 p.m. If you're that dedicated, you're probably also wanting to get 8 hours of sleep. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Kevin. You need your 8 hours of sleep. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Well, props to you. I wake up at 4 a.m. as well to pee. Oh boy. I don't even know if 4 a.m. exists. Like, I don't know if I've ever been up at 4 a.m. And to me, that's like just a hypothetical. 8 hours is the mattress scam research. Is it? I thought I read some stuff that's like legit. Clay, what you read is I understand that. I'm just saying I could have sworn I saw some actual like legit stuff. Look at that, right off that purple line. Yeah, but that's a little different. It's not waking up super early and then just like lifting heavy stuff. And if you do happen to find yourself lifting heavy stuff, usually you're in a good mood about it. Okay, so the National Sleep Foundation, that's the one that's been corrupted. Okay, here's Mayo Clinic. Straight up science. Adult. 7 or more hours a night. This is coming from Mayo. Are you saying that Mayo has also been compromised? I don't trust the National Sleep Foundation. That does seem like there could be some conflicts of interest. So, blah. Not interested. But Mayo. Okay, PubMed. So here's a publication. Adults should sleep 7 or more hours. Okay, yeah. I think Kyle just got steamrolled. No, I think the scam would go, according to Kyle, the more you sleep on your mattress, the quicker your mattress erodes. The quicker your mattress erodes, the sooner you'll need a new mattress. The sooner you'll need a new mattress, you'll once again have to spend money with, voila, the mattress company. I think that would be the steel man of what Kyle's argument would be. Trump, yeah, because he's got 80 trades to make every day. He's only got 4 hours. He's got to wake up to find time for his 80, on average, 80 trades per day. Okay, maybe a short up here. Looking for a short at the red line. Okay. Burger, you got my hopes up. When you're like oil back down, I was thinking I was going to see something really I mean, yeah, there's red candle, but it's prop firm, not mattress. Dude, what happens if mattress firms offered prop firms? And their pitch was, if you sleep on this mattress, you'll get a good night's rest, which means you can better pass this prop firm. I don't think so, Captain Crunch. Is that new? So I guess in theory I have, but I'm pretty sure I haven't. It's volatile right now, I mean. Oh, gotcha. Look up Diver CO and Sleep DR video in your spare time. Kyle. Kyle. Kyle is once again on. I don't even know what to tell this guy. He's been hanging around with Richard too much. Isn't that's wild? I can't believe Richard has still not been back. Been in along for 3. Huh? 3 hours? What are you doing, James? Oh my god, 3 hours. You're just built different, James. You were just built different. Someone asked me, hey Clay, what's the financial equivalent of getting kicked in the walnuts? My answer would be to be in a position for 3 hours. That would be my answer. By the way, I'm not saying any of you are wrong to be in a trade for 3 hours. You are a sway trader. I'm just saying you're built different. And oil, that candle is back to green. Yeah, I hear you, James. I'm exaggerating a little bit here. Kyle has the jawline of a bullish wedge. Wow, Evan is straight. Kyle, are you single? Dude. Kyle, are you single? Best prop firm beginners. Good question. Take Profit Trader is who I firmly believe for beginners. Which at the link at the top of the screen there, Numeron Night, that'll take you to Take Profit Trader. And if you use code Clay, you'll get 40% off and then 0 activation fee. Oh, you're not single? I was so like, I'm about to play matchmaker. I'm about to create the first Clay Trader baby. You're welcome, Numeron Knight. Dang it, I'm so bummed. She just totally hit on you. That was crazy. That was gonna be easy. Also allergic to cats. Evan, it's okay. You can own it. You can say, hey, I took a trade. I took a swing at a dude. He happened to not be single. It happens. You don't have to backtrack. It's all right, Evan. I mean, I agree with you. I saw that jawline. And I'm like, Anyways, what did I say? So yeah, the candle looks, yeah. Next topic. Wow, is this thing really? Man, so close yet so far away. I had that short. That was kind of close. All right, I'm going to try a long down here again. It has bounced off this area many times. Let's see if, I guess depending on how we're going to count it. So if this is the first time, second time, third general time, is fourth time a charm? That's what I'm wondering. Will the fourth time also be a charm? You took a swing at it first. No, Evan's a woman. Evan is a woman, so yeah. She took a swing. That's all right. I don't know why she's being so shy all of a sudden. I mean, I don't know if is Krista still here? Krista takes a swing at me every live stream, and that's fine. She knows, but she just hey, I'm here. Just FYI, I'm here. Oh, I need to crack that back, boy. Oh. That's right. I need to just get better at, I don't know. I've kind of forgotten about the like thing. But yeah, hit that like button if you're enjoying. If you're enjoying this in any way, shape, or form, hit that like button. Yeah, Krista has no, again, she owns it, and that's fine. I respect that. I can respect that. Don't assume gender, rule number 1 in 2026. Is my wife leaving me? Dang, she gone. I made some pictures on Prop Friends. Calculator risk. What? You are. Yes, just like the market is making money from your decision to potentially sell something that then becomes worthless. You can come down from your high horse. You're not nearly as self-righteous as what you think you are, calculator risk. I can't use prop firms. They are paying me from other people's failings. What do you think the actual market is? For all you know, calculator risk, poor little grandma's trying to pay for a medication and she just bought something from you. And this thing she just bought from you, you're selling to her because you're like, I think this thing's about to drop. So you sold to grandma something that you think was going to drop. And you know what? You were right. It did drop. And grandma lost money on the thing that you sold her at the top. So, yeah, stop acting as though this is all rainbows and butterflies to not use a prop firm. Tell me you don't know how the market works without telling me you don't know how the market works when you make that claim. Well, it's immoral to use a prop firm because prop firms are coming from, in other words, bad people's decisions. Yeah, that's how you make money in the market, from somebody else's bad decision. Yes, sometimes you make a bad decision, and that's why you lose money. Yeah, exactly. Poor granny should be ashamed, calculator risk. Oh my goodness, I can't, these people. Before you step on your apparent moral high horse, please just understand a little bit better about things. Oh. Well, yeah, Burger, but that he wasn't making, his claim was about some sort of like moral, like he's too moral. No, I guess, yes, sometimes sharing the truth can be offensive. But yeah, calculator risk. You, yeah, that's just not good, brother. I got orders out all over the place. Wait, my order's still out there? Has my order been there the whole time? I don't remember. Yeah, okay. That's that's a bad sign. What time? Okay, yeah. It makes sense when my brain's starting to shut down. We're 3.5 hours in. Well, I'm just saying, Berg, his point wasn't really about, he wasn't complaining about the cut. He was just like making a moral argument. Again, if you have a problem profiting from somebody else's bad decision, the market is not for you. Whether that's the prop market or the actual market, it's not for you. Because in order to sell that thing so you can realize the gain, somebody had to buy from you. So in theory, oh man, what a great sell. I basically nailed the top. Okay, translation, I might have just sold to a grandma who was trying to make money to pay her med bills, and I just sold her something at the top right before it crashed. So it's like, oh, here you go, grandma. Woo! you, and grandma's now dying of diabetes because of you. Okay? So let's all just calm down. Let's all hop down off of our horses of self-righteousness. See, I think I've seen margin call. Oh yeah, Captain Crunch, 100%. It's just calculated risk. For whatever reason, he seems to be trying to just in any way, shape, or form not use. I don't know. And again, using his premise from last week of him being a good trader, fine. Well, then if you're a good trader, prop firms will allow you to copy trade and scale very quickly. Yeah, you see that? Captain Crunch, you need to read Deadeye Dave's thing. He is so right. If she is dying of diabetes, then maybe Captain Crunch could help. Yeah, he'll help, all right. Pour another bowl of Captain Crunch. Oh, sugar's killing you? Here. Have some more Captain Crunch. It's a great. That's a pretty big claim. Margin call, greatest money movie ever. Have I seen it? I think I've seen it. I mean, we're getting a little bit potentially ballsy with the claim. Ooh, it's a thriller. Kevin Spacey's in it. Jeremy Irons. I don't know if I've seen that one. If I want to make goals, what should my goal for my first payout? The goals are very straightforward. Your first goal is to just pass the test. So if you do the 50K account, calculator risk, your first goal is to do this. Make $3,000, but at the same time, don't lose $2,000. That's your first goal. Just don't lose $2,000. And then eventually work up to get $3,000. And then after that point, you'll move your pro account. Then you can do the next goal at that point. But one bridge at a time, one goal at a time. So that's actually really good. I appreciate that. Okay, what should my first goal be? There you go. Don't lose $2,000 on your quest to making $3,000. Boiler Room's good. My cousin got me that way back in the day. No, Burger. That's just that's a waste of time. That's just a use of time and all that. That's not needed. With futures, that's one of the great things about futures. You can pick a couple things, and those couple things, whether that's ES and NQ or ES and gold or gold and NQ or something else, there will be multiple times every single day. Again, calculator risk. You're getting too far ahead of. In order to get to your payout, you first got to get a pro account. In order to get your pro account, you've got to first pass that test. Again, you're crossing too many bridges. We'll have that conversation as soon as you pass the challenge, calculator risk. I appreciate it. You're a planner. You're somebody that's trying to plan out 87 steps ahead of time. More power to you. But what I'm telling you right now is in the prop firm space, just one bridge at a time. One step at a time. I am more than happy to set some new goals with you as soon as you're at that next bridge. But let's first get to that bridge, brother. Clay quad bottom. I guess, yeah, at this point. I don't even know what we're on now. Like I feel you hiding something. Okay, well then. Why do I even try to help people? And then you're hiding something. Okay, let me just show how stupid, once again, you don't have to be offensive. Okay, well, when you're going to accuse me of hiding stuff, let's just say that I am hiding things, and this is one big scam, and I'm trying to scam you out of money. I'll just assume that's the case, you dented baboon. Let's assume that's the case. I'm a scammer trying to scam you. I'm trying to scam you out of a whopping $102. If you're that paranoid, then do the 25K. And I'm trying to scam you out of a whopping $90. I say this with all due respect, calculator risk, But if you get scammed out of $90 and that $90 is going to cause you to have to live under a bridge or is going to cause financial ruin, you have other goals in your life that you need to be focused on. Now, I'm not hiding anything, but let's just assume that I am, and because it's all a scam, you're going to get scammed out of $90. Now, if that was $900, $9,000, I totally understand your worry, but it's $90, dude. It's $90. That's right, I'm a savage trader. Yeah, oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I forgot about that, Kyle. And on top of all that, let's just say it's a scam. And you spend $90 on your credit card, which is what you'll have to do. All you have to do is call up your credit card company and be like, hey, I just got scammed. File a buyer dispute and you'll get your $90 back. I forgot about, good point, Kyle. Again, who cares if it's from 10,000 other people? For you in specific, let's just take this to the logical conclusion. It's a scam. You get scammed out of $90, but then you call up your credit card company, you file a dispute, and you get the $90 back. Same with the other 1,000 people. There's no way you're actually like, okay, I'm pretty sure that this guy is. Anyways. Whew. I use TPT and have gotten a payout. Okay, see, it doesn't matter, Z3, because calculator risk will just say that you're a bot and you're part of the scam. I think he's honestly just rage baiting me. I think he's rage baiting me with these arguments. He's probably laughing right now. These are some of the worst things I've seen. Hey, thank you, GSC. That a boy. Yeah, exactly, Matt. Again, the whole point in my mind is, like I said, I try to do this during any sort of conversation. Concede as much as you can concede, and you know, until you got to kind of dig in your heels. Just concede. Let's just say it is a scam. It's $90 that you can get back anyways through your credit card company by filing a dispute. I don't know. That depends on how long you pass your tests and stuff like that, calculator risk. Dude, I think you might be Sergio's brother. Sergio is a guy that asked 8 million questions. I took the time, and then he's like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do it. Yeah, okay, fair question. Okay, yes, calculator risk, 6 days. Assuming things go perfectly well, 6 days. You'll be able to start to request payouts in 6 days. Or I should say on day number 6. So if you started on a Monday today, you could be eligible for your first payout next Monday. Again, yes, I appreciate what you guys are all doing, but all of your arguments right now, Philly included, you're trying to prove that it's not a scam. Just concede. Okay, let's say it is a scam. You're not even getting scammed out of any money. Because again, use your credit card who has buyer protections, and then you can call in, and then they will just refund your money back. Like there is actually no risk. I actually signed up for Clay 2 times and I failed the same day. Okay, well, my entire argument has built under the premise that you said you're a good trader. A good trader, let me be very clear, should have Again, I'm not saying you'd never fail. I'm not saying that. But a good trader should pretty reasonably, again, I'm adapting your premise of what you told me. You're a good trader, should be able to not lose $2,000 on the quest to make 3,000. Again, calculator risk. I'm getting tired of this. One phase at a time, first pass, and then we'll cross the next bridges. But yes, you are eligible on day number 6 for a payout. You're asking a whole lot of worried questions for somebody that claims to be a good trader. Now, if you're not that good of a trader, if you're still learning, then a lot more of this makes more sense. But I have believed your original premise from last week where you told us, yeah, I'm a good trader. You might have even said I'm a very good trader. I can't remember. That is what is creating the confusion and frustration for me. Is if you're a good trader, you'll be fine. You don't have to ask 8 million questions. You'll be fine. Oh, I know where my wife went. She had to go get that milk. All right, I'm okay. Calculator risk. Don't anybody interact with him anymore. He is a Sergio. I can smell a Sergio from a mile away. If you reply to calculator risk, that means you are not wasting your own time. Don't. You go to timeout. By the way, little history. Sergio is the guy that did almost make me quit live streaming. Yes, again, calculator risk, and I understand the irony here. And I told you last week, momentum strategies are just fine. Are just fine. There is nothing worse than this scenario where you get somebody that makes a claim and then they ask a million questions and they start to ask the same questions over again and then it's just more questions. And then the punchline will be, no, I'm not doing it. Like there is nothing more irritating because all kidding aside, I do want to help. Like I am trying to help people. Am I rough around the edges sometimes? Sure, but I am trying to help. Do sometimes I maybe try to bring some humor to it? Sure, but I am trying to help. So like, if you do want to actually trigger me, ask 4,000 questions. Take advantage of my actual willingness that I'm trying to help, and then just don't do anything. It's just like that is a Sergio who did ultimately make me think, I don't know if this live streaming thing is for me. Again, there's no point in arguing and trying to justify whether or not Take Profit Trader is a scam. Now that would be valid if Take Profit Trader was requesting you pay in crypto, right? Because at that point, you can't call up your credit card company and then file a dispute. Like that money is gone. So that actually holds water if Take Profit Trader required crypto payments, and that was it. No. You can't use your credit card company. No. Crypto. It's like, okay, red flag. Red flag. They know exactly what they're doing. But like that's not the case. You can use a credit card with Take Profit Trader. So it doesn't matter if it's a scam. You can get your money back. It's all on the site calculator risk. 80%. You get to keep 80%. 80%, brother. I hate getting scammed by TPC. They keep sending money into my bank account every day. Exactly. But once again, with Take Profit Trader, it makes no sense to even push back into the scam thing. Just concede it's a scam. You'll still get your money back because they take credit card payments. Like, in all actuality, it is impossible to get scammed by Take Profit Trader. Because you can use your credit card, you can call them up, and then you can get your money back if it's just a flat out scam. Yeah, okay, what? How you calculator is in your name? You don't know how to do that calculation? In our experience, people that ask all the questions are usually the ones that cancel. Yeah, the tire kickers, exactly. Yeah, I think he is trolling at this point. Anyways, the good old tire kickers. And by the way, if you're new here and now like, oh crap, I was thinking about asking a question, but man, there's a big difference between asking a few questions and asking a few dozen, 100 questions. So ask a question if you're new. I'm more than happy. A lot of people here would be more than happy to interact with you and help you out. But if it's the 4,000th question you've asked and it's the 678th time you've asked that question, that's where things start to get a little bit. If you don't know how to take 80% of 3,000, don't trade. Like you should be able to do that sort of math. Especially when calculator is in your name. Bro, stop yelling. I really am being dead serious. You asked me what's 80% of 3,000. Like, do you need me to wipe your butt too? Like, what's not? Are you like, hey Clay, can you chew up my food for me? And then can you wipe my butt? No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to tell you how to. Okay, if you don't know how to do 80% of 3,000, it would be It would be actually morally abhorrent on my part to get you into any sort of trading. Because if you cannot do that math, you should not be trading. So no, I'm not going to do that math for you, because if you can't do the math, then I'm not going to help you get into something you shouldn't be doing. Hey Clay, I have a question. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Dude, that's the one I can do. Sally collecting seashells at the seashore. I can never do that one. But how much could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Oh yeah, I got that one. Math ain't for me, bro. Yeah. There is no catch. There is no catch. If you can do the math, I promise you, however the math works, that's how the math will work after you buy. There is no catch. And again, this is why I'm going to put you in timeout. I'm going to explain this to you one more time, calculator risk. I'm trying to get the number out of you, and you just get. Okay, I'm going to tell you why before I officially just put you in timeout. Because if somebody reveals to me that they should not be in trading, I'm not going to help them get into trading. If somebody reveals that they don't know how to handle a firearm, I'm not going to just hand them a firearm. If you cannot do the math that you want me to tell you, that would be a sign that you should not be in trading. Therefore, I'm not going to do the math for you and then help you get into something that you should not be doing. If you know the math total, then what are you asking me for? That's where now you're just playing games. So that is why. So now you're saying, hey, Clay, I do know the math, but I want you to do it for me anyways. That is what we call a game. That is what we call trolling. That is why you are going into timeout. Or should I just ban him? I don't know. Give me a 1 for ban, 2 for timeout. 1 for ban, 2 for timeout. He just admitted, oh, I know the math. I just want you to do it. Okay, so now you're just playing games and trolling. Oh, man. The ones. Holy smokes. Okay. He is gone. This is once again why, people. Just don't fake it. Fakers leave breadcrumbs, okay? All this was confusing because he claimed last week, I'm a good trader. This all becomes very weird when good traders don't know how to do basic math or, well, I know how to do the math. I just want you to do. It's just. Maybe Blossom. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not sure. Yeah, no, exactly. Again, I know some of you, we don't agree. We don't see life through the same lenses per se. We don't even see trading, and that's fine. That's fine. But as long as you can have a rational discussion and then not just, I mean, he tipped his hat. Well, I know how to do the math. I just want you to do it. Wait. Okay, so you're just totally playing a game then. Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know. I'm telling you what, Sergio's are the worst. And that was another Sergio. That was another. They are so just like, ugh, nothing worse than a Sergio. Well, hey, if you enjoy the live stream, if you want to help support it, keep it continuing, keep it ad free, then code Clay all caps. That is case sensitive, so it's got to be all caps. With any of these prop firms I recommend I Love Take Profit Trader. But I understand everybody's at different stages of their journey. Some of you are looking to copy trade across multiple prop firms. So if you use any of these prop firms, and like I said, you want to not only help support the stream in the sense of keeping it going, but also keep it ad free, then that is how you can do so. So any of the promotions that these prop firms are running, that is what Code Clay will give you. So that way you are saving yourself money while at the same time helping to support a stream that you enjoy and keep it ad free. So I'm going to go ahead and call it good. If you enjoyed, on your way out, make sure to hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern at the very latest. Usually I show up early though. So if you want to know exactly when I go live, that is where hitting that notification bell will help out in that regard. So good live stream overall. Kind of went yo-yo mode a little bit and then ended, unfortunately, on a little bit of a sour note with the Sergios. Sergios, they truly get to me. Those are the ones that are like, come on, man. Come on, man. But overall, it is what it is. So take care, everybody. Hit that like button on your way out. Code Clay, all caps. See everybody back.